come down here and run my mouth and talk about the mess. Girl. And there's a three-way love affair. Don't you know that three is a crown? Yes. It's a three-way love affair, baby. Who sing that song? That's an old school diva. Who sing that song? Three-way three's a crowd? And I has gone. A three-way love affair. Don't you know that three is a crown? That's an old school diva. I can't think of her name. What's up, y'all? It's a three-way love affair, baby. But don't you know that three is a crowd? It's a three. Yes, thank you, Malara. Yes, thank you, baby. I knew somebody was gonna know who I was talking about. Sometimes I can't remember the name. But if you say the name, then I can remember. Anyways, so baby, the RHOA streets are hot. I'm gonna wait for a few more people to get in here. I know it's kind of late and it was kind of short notice, but I'm gonna wait for a few more people to get in here and then we're gonna tussle. We're just gonna do a little tussle. Just a little tussle. Oh. I think, you know what I think? I think there are truths being said. I think there are half truths being said. I think there are things that are not being said. Truths and lies. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know. So everybody knows. Everybody knows that the mess is messing down at the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You know, they say that, from what they say, the consensus is they want Kelly, K. Michelle, Pinky, and Kelly to come on, Squeaky, it's a squeak. Squeaky, baby. The consensus is they want K. Michelle, Kelly, Shamia and Pinky to be fired next season, and the only ones they want to return is Porsha, Phaedra, Cynthia, Drew, and Angela. But the way that the girls could not stop talking about K. Michelle, I don't think y'all know how this works. You don't get rid of the person who has the girls making the most videos. That's not how this works. Okay? You don't get rid of the girls who got all the girls running down to the YouTube, down to the podcast, down to the Twitter, girl, sending out dissertations, making videos. That's not how that works, regardless of how you feel. Regardless of how you feel about the four women that I named that most people want gone, girl, she's keeping the girls busy. So there's a good chance that K. Michelle, if she does not come back, it will probably be because she decided not to come back. But it won't be because, girl, she ain't got nothing going on. I just want to go ahead and say that. You cannot be out here, girl, in every comment section, on Twitter, on Spaces, on Black Planet, on Facebook, on BGC Live, on Jacked, on Grindr, talking about K. Michelle and then saying that she's not bringing anything, but then saying that she should be fired because she has nothing to talk about. But girl, Y'all been talking about it for the last 2, 3 weeks. I'm gonna just say it. I have a feeling that production editing is going to goop Porsha. I think they are too. Thank you, Eric the Narrow TV. So, so long story short, I listened to the interview. I listened to like 45 minutes of the interview that Nosh did with I forgot her name, girl. What was the lady's name? He did an interview with Let's Talk About It Over Cocktails. Cocktails with Carly. He did an interview and I got to the let me see. I got to the 41 minute and 58 second mark. Um the other day, there's another YouTuber. I see her from time to time. Michelin. She came out with some messages that were between. I mean, he told her that she could release the messages. So she gave us some messages that between her and the guy, Nosh. And before the interview, I think they tried to do an interview and then somehow the stream ended. I'm not exactly sure what happened. Um, but the messages went something like this: Hey, Nosh, is your interview posting tonight? He says, Michelin, yes, it's been posted, but still coming though. Okay, would you love to come to my channel? Um, and then she messaged him back and said, Hey, Nosh, it's Millichan. Do you have a moment to come on my channel and have a dot 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 more? Super shocked to be referred to as an ex. Because, K. Michelle said that was her ex on the show. Um, and then she responded, I feel like that right because she's new to the show. Porsha has been on the show. That's why she keeps saying it's not her show. And then he's put, yes, she's trying to find her buzz. And then she responded to him, did you tell Kay that Porsha wanted to go public? And Porsha said, why do I always end up talking to somebody's ex? Because that's what she said you told her. And then he put again, Delulu, that's not how that went. She ran with the story in her head. Um, well, let me ask you this. When did you date Porsha? Or did you date Porsha? He responded, stop worrying about what an ex is doing. He responded to, well, did you date Porsha? He says it definitely did. Meant to put did not. It definitely did not overlap. I believe she's reaching, and she and Porsha was never friends prior to RHOA. So I listened to the interview. Here we go. And this is one of the parts where I got confused on. Did you tell Kay that Porsha wanted to go public? And Porsha said, why do I always end up talking to somebody's ex? Because that's what she said you told her. Then he responded again to Lulu, that's not how that went. And my first response was, well, bitch, how did girl, not but him. Bitch, nigga, how did it go? Okay? Because she asking you a question, so just tell her how it went. So right then and there, I was like, okay. She ran with the story in her head. But when I listened to the interview, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, he pretty much admitted that Porsha wanted him to come on the show. Did he not say that? He said the way she asked him was like hypothetical, but right. No, 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 baby. No, 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 baby. Y'all better go back and listen. Y'all better go back and listen. He said the way that Porsha asked him was like a hypothetical, but she threw it out there about him coming onto the show because he said that she said they was trying to make her look like a hoe. That's what he said. That's what he said. That's what he said. He said Porsha said that they were trying to make her look like a hoe. Is that not what he said? Because I know what the nigga said. Okay? He said that Porsha got in contact with him. Yes. Kay acts too. But the point I'm trying to make is in this message to her, he's trying to make it seem as though that's not how it went. But you just got on the video with cocktails with Carly and told and said in the interview that Porsha asked you, she threw it out there because the girls on the show were trying to make her look like a hoe. And he was like, he don't get into this is a woman show. He said this is a woman show. And I remember the host saying, she made like a joke about Peter, like being in women business. Patricia. But it sounds like Kay, he said Kay was trying to get him to come on the show and Porsha. So what it sounds like to me is when Kay found out that they were supposedly plotting against her, she got in contact with him. He told her that he didn't know nothing about a plot, but he said, I do want to tell you so you know that me and Porsha are friends. So it sounds like Kay was trying to get ahead of it and get her ducks in a row and plotting plan. And it sounds like Porsha was trying to get her into the mix and plotting plan with the same nigga. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. Because y'all wasn't listening, baby. I know what the nigga said. Okay? I know what the nigga said. Yes. They was both, that's exactly what it was. They was both trying to get ahead. He just has more loyalty and real friendship with Kay. That's exactly what it was. They were both trying to get ahead and plot and plan, but he gave Kay Michelle the heads up, just so you know, since you calling me, telling me that they're plotting against you, I do know Porsha. I don't know what Porsha's plot was. Porsha was trying to basically get him to come on the show. I don't know what the plot was. I don't know. I don't know what the plot was. You're gonna have to go ask Nosh. Nosh said that Porsha got in contact with him. Wait, was this the guy that Kay was going to marry and bring on the show before the dentist guy happened? Kay Michelle's story is too confusing. I don't know. I don't know. Thank you, Latina 2436. I don't know. No, it never overlapped. It never overlapped. Neither one of them said it overlapped. And that's another thing too. that I feel like people who don't watch the show, they're either going by the comments or going by people who just didn't listen. It was never on the show out of K Michelle or Portia's mouth that they overlapped. It was never said that. Porsha tried to say it in her confessional, like K Michelle know that we didn't date that guy at the same time. That was never the case. That was never said. I don't have nothing wrong. I'm telling y'all what he said. If anything, he got the timeline wrong. I ain't got nothing wrong. It should matter though. I think that's the thing. Y'all, you can sit here and say that it shouldn't matter, but the fact of the matter is, Porsha is the one who said that she wanted to be a big sister to K Michelle. That's what she said. That's what she said. She said that she wanted to be a big sister to K Michelle. That's what she said. You have to be, there's no way that you can want to be a big sister to someone and then you find out that y'all fuck the same nigga and you just don't bring it up in conversation like, hey girl, just a FYI girl, I ain't know you fucked that nigga girl, but I fucked him too. We not done. We still got some more to talk about what he said. Yeah, y'all not gonna get. I don't. I'm never gonna change my mind on that. I'm never gonna change my mind on that. You are building a friendship with this woman, and you're talking about her with this man. Porsha says that she didn't say anything negative. It was all positive. Cool. But at what point do you tell the woman that you're building a friendship with? Millicent got more info that Porsha wanted him to come on the show in season 16. He stopped dating Porsha because of Simon and didn't want any smoke within the ATL Nigerian community. Right, I remember him saying that in the interview too. That was one of the reasons why he didn't want to go public with Porsha out of respect for stop lying on Porsha. Andy said he wasn't supposed to be brought up. I don't know what you said. I don't know what you said I'm lying about on Porsha for, baby. I don't lie. Girl. I don't know. Thank you for the super chat, Patricia, but I didn't lie on Porsha though, baby. I'm just telling you what the nigga said. The nigga said that Porsha called him and said that she don't want to look like a hoe. That's what he said. Now, Patricia, if you want to go over there and ask Nosh why the hell he say that, you need to go ask Nosh why the fuck he say that Porsha called him saying, I don't want to look like a hoe, because that's what the nigga said. Okay? That's what he said. And Porsha threw it out there like hypothetically, what if you was to come on the show? And he said he's not coming on that show because that's a woman show. I don't know what's not I don't know what's click I don't know what's not clicking, baby. But thank you for the super chat. I'm not mad at it. Thank you though, girl. Okay, girl, I'll take everything, girl. Send me another one, sister. Um, what I'm saying is, it sounds like everybody was plotting and planning. That's what I'm saying. Okay, it sounds like K Michelle was trying to get. Once K Michelle found out, once K Michelle found out that they were trying to plot. I don't know what the plot is. Anyways, but yeah, I still think. Matter of fact, I know. Matter of fact, I know. Um, I know that most people who say that that's not the truth, I know that they are lying. Because there is no way in hell that you are going to get me to believe from here until the day that I die that if you are building a friendship with someone and you find out that you fuck the same nigga that the woman or the man that you being friends with fucked, and you over there having conversations about that person to that man, when do you bring up, oh girl, just say FYI, I didn't know you talked to that nigga in the past, but I'm fucking him. That's all I'm saying. And for people to get into the comment section and say, oh, no, 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 that's not how it works. Yes, it is. The same way that Phaedra said when she found out that Porsha was dating a nigga who she dated, she just told her, hey, girl, I dated him too. It ain't that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. And most people who probably feel that way are probably young 20-something hoes. Because ain't no way you moving around here in your 30s and 40s and 50s and 60s and you feel like that is the way that you maneuver in friendships or friendships that you are building. You have to be juvenile in the way that you think if you really believe that you building a friendship with someone and you fucking the same nigga, you don't bring it up at least one time just to say, hey girl, I fucked the nigga. I'm not saying you gotta stop talking to the nigga. I'm not saying you stop talking to the nigga because it's not no overlapping. There's not no overlapping. But you do bring it up. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. You have to be a young-minded whore to feel some shit like that. Because ain't no way you walking around here grown in your 30s and 40s and 50s and 60s, building friendships and not knowing how to open up your mouth to tell the next person, hey girl, I fucked the nigga. Just a FYI, I didn't know. That's it. That's it. That's really it. It's not that big of a deal. If I can't explain to you why, if you don't know, then you just not gonna know, baby. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, sweetie. I don't know. I don't know. But do what y'all want to do in y'all friendships. If you meet people and y'all fuck the, let me just say something. If you that type of person, you could never be my friend because that let me know right there, girl, you move real slimy. It ain't about you stop talking to the nigga because quiet as it kept, me and some of my friends done fucked the same nigga before. Child, they don't even think she's wrong for leaving with that lady's husband and hit us. They don't even think she's wrong for leaving with that lady's husband and hit us say right. Um, yeah. So yeah, I do believe this though. It's the young woman's mentality. It is. I will say this though. That's all I'm saying. If you're really trying to build, it's nothing just to mention it. And the fact that Portia was over there talking about K Michelle with this man, and then I see people talking about, well, why didn't K Michelle go and ask her? Why do I need to come and ask you about some shit that you already knew before me? I didn't know that you was over there fucking that nigga. You knew you was over there fucking that nigga and you was building a friendship with me. So I shouldn't have to come to you to ask you about why you talking to me with the nigga I used to fuck when you was over there talking about me. When all you had to say was, K, girl, I didn't know you fucked that nigga, girl. I'm fucking him too, girl. That's it. Girl, I just found out. I was over there telling him about the show and who was on the cast. And I said, girl, it's Phaedra. It's a singer named K Michelle. And then he said, who K Michelle? K Michelle Kimberly. Oh shit, I used to fool around with her. Oh, you did? Oh girl, I'm gonna have to tell her. Hey K girl, I just found out that me and you fucked the same nigga, girl. I didn't know until today. That's all. That's grown people shit. That's grown people shit. That's how grown ass motherfuckers move. That's it. Anyways, now I will say this about Kay though, and it's no shade to Kay. No, there was never an overlap, and that's another thing too. Let me say this. It was never mentioned to have been an overlap. That is something that people are trying to make a part of the conversation. When if you go back and watch the episode, it was never mentioned that that was a part of an overlap. That was never it. That was never it. People are throwing it out there as if that was a part of the conversation or that's a part of the problem. That was never a part of the problem. Thank you. The overlap was never a thing. Thank you, somebody who watches the show. The overlap was never a thing, but people are trying to make it a part of the conversation as if that's what K. Michelle said, and that's not what she said. Girl, we gotta start watching the show and paying attention. No shade. um, so I will say this though. We ain't even having to do this. Oh, they did say. Oh, they did say the the mid season trailer. They did say the mid season trailer is dropping tomorrow, so I guess we'll finally get to see. Um, we'll finally get to see if Shamia and Porsha really um was down to the RHOA plotting and I mean not plotting and planning. Girl, about the tussle. Do the tussle, baby. Um, so let me girl, hold on, my throat is dirty. It's weird. It's weird because that's their way. Anytime all the questions are directed to K Michelle on why she didn't and why she did and why she didn't, that is the way of the people to not hold Porsha accountable. Rodney, do you think the energy for Porsha is different than how she addresses Drew? Yeah. But I also think that the energy that Porsha had for Kelli was different than the energy that she had for K Michelle. Because K Michelle just sat here and pretty much called you a hoe 5 ways from Sunday. All Kelli had to say was 6 words, and girl, you was ready to spiral out of control. I was trying to wonder why, girl, why you so mad at Kelli? Because K Michelle been running down how she feel about you for the last 15 minutes, and you ain't popped up and got in her face. But you sure got up into Kelli's. um, but yeah, so it is what it is, girl. At this point, like I said, I don't know, baby. I don't know. I don't. I don't know. I don't know. Um. Um. I will say this though. My mouth is super dry. I don't think anybody said that. I don't think anybody said that. But anyways, I will say this though. He said that's what I was about to bring up next. Um, I'm Angela. What's the plot, baby? You shouldn't be Angela because Angela. There wasn't Angela around here. Y'all said she was plotting with that man to bring that man on the show last year to try to take Phaedra down. Wasn't she? I don't know, child. Anyways, I don't know what's going on down to RHOA. So, anyways, so um, girl, I can't even think, child, because girl, I feel like I'm about to get sick. Girl, my throat's starting to hurt. That's why I keep doing. That's why I keep saying, and drinking water. I'm about to go take some medicine as soon as I get off here and take my ass to sleep because I ain't even got time for it. Hey, Rodney, needed a good live tonight. Thank you, naturally, Angie. Um, so, anyways, so he says that basically K Michelle is not an ex. Um, that basically they just dated, but they didn't have a title on their relationship. It was basically due to them. Oh, because he met her on the show. He met her on the show, the Queen's Court. Um, so he didn't. So after the show ended, they didn't enter into a relationship, but they continued to date, basically. But he wouldn't consider her. He wouldn't consider her an ex. Okay. 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 Um, I will say the first thing is this. I have noticed that, and as much as y'all may not want to admit this, the man's word is the gospel. So it doesn't matter what the bitch say. If the nigga come out and say ABC, then it's ABC. It don't matter what they said. If he said it, then it's true. If he said that we together, then y'all together. If he say that we wasn't together, then they wasn't together. Because that's what he said. Um, I can see them not being in a relationship. I'm about to say something that's gonna shake the table just a tad bit. I'm gonna say this and I'm about to shake the table just a tad bit. I believe that there are a large group of women out there who get involved with men and they start to catch feelings, and in their head it's something, but when you ask a nigga, it's something else. And that's no shade. I could see K Michelle being one of those women dealing with a nigga and her feeling like it might be something that it's not, and him feeling like it's something completely different. So could I see him not being her ex? Yes, I could. Yes, I could. Could I see them basically just fucking and dating and hanging out? Yes, I could. Do I believe Nosh when he says that, oh girl, she wasn't my ex? I kind of do believe Nosh. I do. But in the same token, I also know, based off of the fact that I hang out with a lot of women and I see women say this all the time, how you can be involved with the man and you playing the role of wifey, but bitch, you really ain't the wifey. You over there fucking and sucking and hanging out and going out on dates, but it really ain't no title to it. I do know for a fact women allow men to tell them the status of the relationship, asking 5,000 times, "What are we?" Girl, you're in a relationship. Do I believe Nosh when he says that he did not look at K Michelle as an ex? I do. Hey, cousin, I don't know who to believe. Also, did you check your DM? See, Diggy one was trying to contact you. Baby, let me check my DM. Y'all know I'm bad at checking my DMs. Thank you so much. I'm going to check them. I'm going to check them. I'm going to check them. Girl, I'm going to check them. Um, I do think it's weird. I do think it's weird. I'm just gonna go ahead and say some stuff. I do think it's weird that the amount of women that I see online who pretty much sing the same song about dealing with these men and not knowing what you are to this man can all of a sudden not really understand or look at it through a lens, but that has to do with K Michelle and Nosh. When there's a good chance that you, your mama and your cousin too, your sorority sister or your daughters have all been through the same thing where they've dealt with a man and you trying to figure out what the fuck y'all are. And you over there fucking and sucking and getting folded up into a pretzel, cooking for the nigga, traveling with the nigga, and they still don't wanna. So yes, can I believe that K Michelle, even though she was over there fucking that man and dating that man and hanging out with that man and doing whatever with that man, could think in her head, because K Michelle, and I love K Michelle, girl, please don't feel no way if you see this video, K Michelle does give me pick me. And K Michelle has always been hard up for a man. K Michelle has always wanted a man, 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 a man. So I could really see K Michelle over there with Nash getting swept up, thinking, oh girl, this is my nigga, girl. Girl, this is my ex. I could see it. I could. I could. I could. I could see K. I could see K thinking, like a lot of women have thought, that I am in something with this nigga. And then the nigga come out and say, hell no. That wasn't my girl. Because the niggas do it all the time. And I can guarantee you, 671 people in here, girl, if 600 women in here are women, I bet you at least 550 that went through that with a nigga before. They're not gonna admit it because they don't wanna make it seem that as though K Michelle, as though they just like K Michelle. But girl, you've dealt with a nigga before and thought that it was something there, and the nigga said that it wasn't shit. So again, for the people who might not hear what I'm saying, I do believe Nosh to a certain degree that they probably were not in a relationship. I could see K Michelle thinking based off of this, that girl, that's my ex. I also believe that Nosh, as much as he says he don't want to be in the mess, you want to be in the mess. Because the fact of the matter is, girl, Nosh's name being mentioned on the show and him being in a relationship like y'all told Kate, like y'all be telling K Michelle, girl, you married, so why you worried about that? Nosh got a whole girlfriend, and he down to the internet talking about Porsha and K Michelle. So the same way we gonna say, why the fuck is K Michelle worried about? She got a man. Why the fuck? Because whatever was discussed on the show was not bad enough for Nosh to feel attacked. Nosh is in a whole relationship with a girlfriend. So why the fuck are you down to the internet talking about K Michelle and Porsha? And then talking about you don't like drama. Yes, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. I could see if this was a situation like Candace Dillard Bassett when she told Ashley, your husband be out here paying to suck dick and he sucked a nigga and she said the name. Now that is the reason that you come out of the motherfucking bushes. Okay? Remember when Candace told Ashley, your husband be paying to suck dick, bitch. And his name is, and they bleeped out the name. Now that is the reason for you to come out the bushes and start doing interviews. But in my honest opinion, there was nothing that was said on the show that painted Nosh in a bad light to the point where he needed to come out and start doing interviews. Actually, I had already caught him in a lie. The first lie was, did you tell Kay that Porsha wanted to go public? And Porsha said, why do I always end up talking to somebody's ex? Now, those are two questions in one. He responded again to Lulu, that's not how that went. She ran with that story in her head. But when he got his ass down to Cocktails with Carly, he literally said that Porsha got in contact with him and wanted him to come on the show. She threw it out there hypothetically because they were trying to make her look like a hoe. So which one is it, girl? Which one is it? And then you also saying that you did not want to go public with Porsha because out of your respect for Simon, but you fucking her. Y'all see what I'm saying? The only reason why he didn't want to go public with Porsha was out of respect for Simon. But when you're asked in this message, did you tell Kay that Porsha wanted to go public? And Porsha said, why do I always end up talking to somebody's ex? Because that's what she said you told her. He responded again to Lulu, that's not how that went. Well, girl, how did it go? Then he said she ran with that story in her head. She actually did because you just said it down to Cocktails of Carly. You didn't want to go public with Porsha, but out of respect for Simon, because the Nigerian community is really small. I believe he said in Atlanta. The Nigerian community is really small in Atlanta. But then you also literally said that Porsha asked you about coming on the show because they were trying to paint her as a hoe. That's what he said. Anyways, but yeah, I don't believe that he don't like the mess. I do believe that he loves the mess. Exactly. And you can't say you don't like the spotlight, but then you down to the peacock on a game show looking for love. Hey cousin, I'm late. What did I miss? Child, just talking about K Michelle and the three-way love affair. Girl, you on a whole motherfucking dating show looking for a wife. Girl, the girls be killing me, girl. You down a peacock. Girl. Baby, you down to a game show looking for a wife, doing interviews, but in the same breath talking about I don't like to be in the mess. What? And then you dealing with a famous woman. Girl. Let me make sure I got this right. Nosh doesn't want to be in the mess, but he's giving interviews, talking to YouTubers, looking for love on a game show, happened to stay in contact and was fucking a famous person, but he don't want to be in the mess. Girl, when I tell y'all, listen, y'all can believe, listen, like I said, I believe Nosh when it comes to the status of the relationship, but y'all can believe the nigga if you want to. Because the motherfucker talking out of both sides of his face. Girl, and that's just what it is. He also said that he hadn't talked to K. Michelle or Porsha about he wasn't having no pillow talk. We can stop saying the word pillow talk because you talked to him. So either Porsha is lying and K. Michelle is lying, or either Nosh is lying. Because the way Nosh is trying to paint it is though he ain't talked to them about each other or talked to them. But Porsha said that when she talked to you about K. Michelle, it was only positive things. But you're also telling us that when K. Michelle called you, you told her, just an FYI, I know Porsha. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just telling y'all what I remember. I don't think it's odd that K. Michelle recorded the conversation because at that point, she probably knew I can't trust this nigga. I don't think it's odd. I don't think it's odd. What, do I record conversations? No. No. But can I understand how this world that they're in, where everything needs to have a receipt, why she recorded the conversation? Because the nigga already lying already. I don't think this is where I think K. Michelle went wrong. Okay? This is where I believe K. Michelle went wrong. I think K. Michelle went wrong when, as soon as she supposedly found out about this plotation, she instantly started kind of lashing out. I don't think that K. Michelle's story changing from it was Phaedra Porsha Drew to it was Porsha Drew, that does not indicate that she's lying. That could just be an indication that she's getting more information each day. Does that make sense what I'm saying? She should have just waited and then said, this is what it is. But she's coming out as she's getting the information and she's saying boom, 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 boom. Then I gotta be, boom, 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 boom. Oh, okay, boom, boom. She's coming out with the information as she gets it. That's all it is. I really honestly think that's what it is. It's really like 1+1 equals, I mean, girl, for some people it equals 25. For me, it equals 2. We really don't need Nosh at the reunion because it's not that, to me, it's not that big of a deal with Nosh. It's really not. To me, Nosh, that was like a part of the conversation and that was done. I think it's becoming a bigger deal because he did an interview. Whoever said it was a big deal. Yeah, I think y'all hear what y'all want to hear. I've said girl, I don't know what else to say. I didn't say that. I don't know, child. I'm not taking it. No, I'm not, child. Mm-mm. I just think that people. I think at this point, the fact of this is what it comes. This is just what it comes down to. It doesn't matter what K Michelle says. It doesn't matter what K Michelle says. K Michelle is going to be a liar to the till like till the day we die. Even though, even though the fact of the matter is the person who should give you a reason to pause is Portia because she's the biggest liar of them all. That's why I say it's really like no point to go back and forth because when you start to believe the person who has moved in a grimy way over the person who you've never really just got caught into a lie, or especially lies of a certain magnitude, at that point, it's no reason to have the conversation. It's really no reason. You know what I'm saying? The people the like in real life, Portia definitely has the least credibility. But because people don't like K Michelle is the liar. K Michelle is the one who's nuts. K Michelle is psycho. K Michelle is, you know, declassing the show. It's K Michelle, it's K Michelle, it's K Michelle, it's K Michelle, it's K Michelle. Even though, if you really go down the list of the things that this one has done, that should give you the person who you'd be like, girl, because at some point it becomes a pattern. You know what I'm saying? Like, the man literally said in the interview and said, whether you believe him or not, and said that Portia asked him about coming on the show hypothetically because they were trying to paint the picture of her being a hoe. Kay called him and said that the women are plotting on me. He said he told Kay, I don't know nothing about no plot, but because you're my friend, I want to let you know that I hang out with Portia. So, baby, I don't know. I feel like I have to talk real slow. So, if Portia got in contact with Nosh because she wanted him on the show because I don't know who they are trying to paint a picture of her being a hoe, and then Kay is like wanting him to come on the show too. It sounds like plots and plans all around. Girl. But if the only thing that you want to hear is what he's saying about K Michelle, then it doesn't matter. Because you don't want to hear what he's saying that Porsha also did. That's what I mean. It doesn't matter what K Michelle does because there are people out there who have already made up in their head that K is the problem. That's it. Like, it literally sounds like everybody was trying to get ahead of the story and plot and plan, but the only problem is K. It's easy to paint. Anyways. So yeah, that's really it, y'all. I mean, that's all I remember him saying. That's all I remember him saying. Right. I tried to tell the people, girl, I dare y'all to stop talking about K Michelle. I dare y'all to stop talking about K Michelle. You can't. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. How him being on the show was gonna stop people from thinking that Porsha was a hoe when her best friends in the confessional saying that she basically give her pussy to the highest bidder, and you got Angela calling her a hoe every chance she get. I don't know how Nosh being on the show would change the narrative of people calling Porsha a hoe. I don't know. You would have to ask Nosh and Porsha. I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. I don't know. No, I'm not misinterpreting anything. If Nosh wanted to stay out of it, he wouldn't have told. Let me tell y'all something, because the thing about it, one thing about it, two things to show, I'm not no slow bitch. If Nosh really wanted to stay out of it, even when Kay called him and told him that there was plotting and planning on him, he would have kept his motherfucking mouth closed and not even told Kay that he was fucking Porsha. If he really wanted to stay out of it, if he really wanted to stay out of it, he wouldn't have even told Kay Michelle that he was fucking Porsha. If he really wanted to stay out of it. If he really wanted to stay out of it, when K Michelle called him about a plot and the plan, and he said, I don't know anything about a plot, of course you wouldn't know nothing about a plot unless if he wanted to stay out of the mess, he wouldn't have even brought Porsha's name up. He would have told K Michelle, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I don't know nothing about no housewives. I don't even watch that show, girl. Get on my phone. That's what he would have said if he wanted to stay out of the mess. You can't stay out of the mess and put yourself in a mess. He can be messy. He can be messy, but don't be messy and act like you don't want to be in the mess. Hello? You can be messy. You can go on interviews. You can go down and talk to bloggers and YouTubers and podcasters. That's not a problem. But don't turn around and say you don't want to be in the mess when you're literally putting yourself in the mess. Because if you don't want to be in the mess, I'm blocking everybody. He did insert himself when he said that he was fucking Porsha. It doesn't matter if Kay called him or not. The point of the matter is when Kay called him, if he did not want to be in the mess, he wouldn't have brought up him knowing Porsha. Now y'all damn near got me in here defending Porsha. Girl, I'm done, girl. Cause I almost said something. I'm done. 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 I think sometimes people have a hard time processing information. I think that Nosh can do what the fuck he wants to do. I think that if Nosh wants to go on interviews and podcast and talk to everybody, I think that he should if that's what he wants to do. But in the same breath, don't turn around and say, I don't want to be a part of the mess. Because at that point, use a motherfucking lie. It's actually sad that all of these male-centered, here, wait. Right. It's actually sad that I'm sorry. It's actually sad that all of these male-centered were having conflict over a motherfucking man. Yuck. Okay. That's all I'm saying. I don't know what's so hard to understand about that. Nobody said that Nosh can't do what he want to do. Nosh can do what he wants to do. That's literally like me coming down here and talking about all the mess and then be like, well, I don't want to be in the mess. You're literally talking about mess. Is it clicking now for some of you? Do that make sense what I'm saying? It's like people coming down to YouTube and talking about nothing but mess and then saying, I don't want to be a part of the mess. When you're literally in the middle of the mess, you're talking about the mess. What is so hard to understand about that? Nosh says he does not want to be in the mess. That is a woman's show, but you are in the mess. Wow. That's it. And when K. Michelle called him and was telling him about a plot on the show, if he did not want to be a part of it, he shouldn't have even mentioned Porsha's name. If he really didn't want to be in the mess, he shouldn't have even mentioned Porsha's name. They think they think the Underground Railroad still runs. Thank you, Towers Worker. They think the Underground Railroad is a MARTA train, baby. Hello. Anyway, so yeah. Um, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, mm-mm. I heard like a 15-second clip and a 6-second clip. I didn't hear the whole. I didn't hear the whole clip. I didn't hear the whole clip. Yeah. So that's what's going on with K Michelle. K Michelle. Excuse me, sorry y'all. That's what's going on with K Michelle, Nosh, and Porsha. Yeah. Is that it? What else? Is that that's pretty much all he really said. Girl, I'm not girl, I have not girl, I didn't even go to the gym yesterday. I'm gonna try to go tomorrow. I don't know, child, because I don't know, there's so much going on, girl. Girl, when is that bitch is stressed? Um, yeah. Anyways. Now she has a restaurant. I don't know, does he, child? I never heard of that man until the night before last. Anyway, so um let's go ahead and talk about Kelly.
Battery 50%.
Oh,
Connected to Rodney's iPad. Connected to iPhone.
so let's go ahead and listen to what Kelly. This is my first time listening to this. Kelly basically came out with a video the other night. She was basically that's what I'm saying. I don't honestly yeah. Yeah. Anyways. Um mm. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and listen to this. Oh.
Received some really disturbing messages, really disturbing DMs. And one thing I don't do is break up anybody's home or anyone's business or anyone's relationship. That is not my thing. It's never been my thing. Regardless what I have been through in my marriage, I was a wife for 11 years. And when it comes to cheating and when it comes to things pertaining to a family, that bothers me and that affects me. So I just want to say this. I'm not going to call out any person. I'm not calling out a pastor. I'm not calling out a name. I'm literally just telling you guys, at the end of the day, this is a show and it's all fun and games. But when I have people sending me messages about their families and their congregations, I want no parts of this, right? Y'all ain't gonna get me banned from church. I want to still be able to go to church and I want to still be able to praise and worship, okay? So this list that's going around and you guys tagging these pastors and tagging congregations, it has to stop. Enough is enough. I don't play it. I don't like it. It's not fun. And these are people's real livelihoods. And I have had to deal with someone affecting my real livelihood on this show. Okay? So let's cut it out. Okay? I'm not a part of the Mile High Club. I'm not interested in a pastor. I'm not interested in sleeping with anybody's husband. I am very much happy with who I'm with and what's going on. Enough is enough, y'all. Okay?
Enjoy the show.
Like literally, no, seriously, enjoy the show. Y'all got this whole list of pastors going around. Y'all got pastors sending me messages and DMs and emails and at congregation. Y'all cut this out. Seriously. I mean, at the end of the day, y'all got this whole list of pastors that's going on. Y'all need to literally, at this point, make a donation on Sunday. Because, yeah, I mean, seriously. Y'all need to make a donation on Sunday and keep it moving. Okay? Like, enough is enough. I don't want any parts of it. I will deal with freak and fraud at reunion. Okay? And that's it. Let's grow up. Let's have some fun. Let's enjoy the show. And just leave it at that. But leave me out of it. Make a donation to these people churches. Okay? All these people, all this list. Pastor Jamal Bryant, let me be very clear, y'all. And I want to clear that up too. I'm a Be-More girl. I went to Pastor Jamal Bryant's church when it was in a, in a college? In a college auditorium, okay? This man actually renewed my 10-year vow renewals to my ex-husband. Stop, y'all. Enough is enough, okay? Can he come back down here because these hoes is lying? And in the words of Jamal Bryant, these hoes ain't loyal. Bye, y'all.
I don't believe Porsha. I don't. I think at this point, either Porsha, in the words of Monique, either you're gonna say her name or leave it on the playground. You can say Nosh's name. And my thing is this: you don't give a fuck. If Porsha really gave a fuck about the man being married and her being friends with the man or cordial with the man, she wouldn't even brought it up in the first place. Let me repeat that again for the people who, if Porsha, like she said on Watch What Happens Live, I think she said she was friendly with the man, friends with the man, or cordial with the man. If she really had that type of rapport with that man, she wouldn't even mention this. But now that you have, why don't you just say the name? They say names all the time and they just bleep them out. She could have said the name in front of the girls. And the girls could have vouched and said, bitch. Because when Candace, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't remember everything. But when Candace was down to that show, to RHOP, and she looked at Ashley and said, what you need to be worried about is your husband sucking dick, and he sucked so-and-so dick, and they bleeped out the name. Y'all don't remember? Tell me if I'm wrong or right. I can't remember. Because we gonna say it. Now, what they do with the name is what they do with the name. You've been on the show damn near longer than most of the cast. So, Porsha, if you gonna keep painting the picture that this girl slept with a pastor, girl, say the name. Say his 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 name. If not, girl, shut up. Porsha doesn't really care about married couples' well-being. Hey, Fallon. Oh, yes. Girl, say his name. If not, leave it on the playground. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Porsha just as gutter snipe as me. Girl, ain't no way you will be trying to shame me for sleeping with a married man, and I know you done fucked the married man, and bitch, I don't run down a whole motherfucking name. You was a bitch, you ain't got nothing to say, because bitch, we all know you fucked Kevin Williams, bitch. And it would have came right on out. And Kevin Williams would just have to be mad, and his wife would have to be mad, but baby, it is what it is. She fucked a nigga named Kevin Williams. She sure did. But the fact that Porsha has done all the things that she has done, but this is where she wants to draw the line. Girl, the house that you're currently living in is because you married a man that was married to a woman who, like K. Michelle, you introduced as your friend on this show. Let me say it again. The reason why you're even in the house that you're currently in is because you're married to a man who was married to a woman who you introduced as your friend, like Hey Michelle, on this show. So we know you don't give a fuck about marriages. And if Kelli was out here fucking every pastor in the DMV or Atlanta, Stone Mountain, Decatur, you need to say who the fuck it was. If not, then put a muzzle on it, baby, because I don't want to hear it. If you're not going to say no names, then girl, leave it alone. You can come down to RHOA and do a fake storyline about Black Lives Matter, and we ain't heard Porsha say nothing about no motherfucking Black Lives Matter since she played with Black Lives Matter that goddamn season. You can come down to the goddamn RHOA and pull Kenya's hair. You can, girl, physically assault Cynthia Bailey. Girl, you can chase a bitch down an alleyway. You can throw plates across a room. You can introduce a woman onto the show as your friend and turn around and marry her motherfucking husband. You can tell your baby daddy last year that you would keep him away from his motherfucking daughter. You can also play with Drew Sidora and say that she was out here giving beats, pussy away for beats. But what you won't do is the woman who you say was doing the same thing as you is mention the nigga who she was fucking. Girl, if y'all don't get the fuck out of my face, okay? You done did all of that, but this is where you gonna draw the line? You done did all of that plus some, accused Candy and Todd of taking you back to a sex dungeon to rape you, but this is where you draw the motherfucking line? You done did all of that. You done did all of that. You sat at a table with your friend and co-signed Phaedra saying that your best friend was fucking Candy and Todd while she was engaged to be married to her current husband. But this is where you draw the line. You came back season 16 and sat at a table while your best friend was playing her song for the table and talked the entire fucking time. Your best friend's first year on the show as a housewife, while she was receiving her $450,000 car, you walked right in the middle of the goddamn shoot and said that you were late because you have to leave at a magical hour in Atlanta, Georgia, born and raised. But this is where you draw the motherfucking line. You can't play in my face. That's the problem. Like I told you, I'm the realest motherfucker down on YouTube because y'all can't play in my face, and I don't believe in groupthink. And I can come down here and run the motherfucking minutes. Y'all just don't want to hear it. But I can guarantee you everything I just said, it wasn't a goddamn lie. I guarantee you everything I just said, it wasn't a goddamn lie. I can run the motherfucking minutes. You're not going to want to hear it, though. My throat hurt. Girl, I need me some NyQuil or something. Porsha was in a motherfucking pulpit comparing lesbians and gays to strippers. I mean, to prostitutes. And now she walking around Atlanta, Georgia eating pussy. Porsha was in a pulpit comparing the LGBTQIA plus community to prostitutes. And God knows what else she was saying in the fucking pulpit. And now she walking around here holding another bitch hand. And told somebody a couple of seasons ago that one of y'all bitches gonna eat my pussy out tonight. And y'all have the nerve to come down to my goddamn comment section and play in my motherfucking face. Anyways, that's all I really had to say, child. What's up, y'all? What's going on? What's going on, baby? That's all I have to really say tonight, y'all. I'm tired. I ain't do too much carrying on like I usually do. You know, I be dramatic and over the top, child. Okay? Was jealous of my sister for having a baby. I don't have a problem coming down here telling the truth. I came down here and told y'all that K Michelle was wrong for what she said about Robin and Giselle. Hello. See, that's what I'm saying. Some of the girls, y'all might be new to my channel. Again, this is what happens when you miss a day, you miss a lot. How many of y'all remember the time that I came down here and I said that K Michelle is sensitive and she's wrong because Robin ain't said nothing that did nobody else say? When she got down to the internet trying to read Robin and Giselle, I thought that she was out of line and out of order. And y'all know I don't even see it for Miss Giselle. Robin is all right. Thank you. I literally came down here and said that K Michelle was out of order because they ain't said nothing that everybody else ain't said. And the truth of the matter is, Candy came right back and said the same thing. It is true. They wouldn't allow other people to come on the network because I think she said she wanted Tammy Roman on the show and they told her hell no. So I think they were all confused on, girl, how the fuck is K Michelle on the show? Because y'all said that girls from other networks can't come. Robin wasn't lying. I came down here and I said the other day, I said K Michelle is paranoid like a motherfucker. And she's sensitive as hell. I said K Michelle is paranoid like a motherfucker. And she looks crazy. That's exactly what I said. I said, do I believe there's a plot? Yes, I do. But I said K Michelle is paranoid and she looks crazy as hell. Thank you. I said, I don't think that Porsha had any ill intent when she mentioned the miscarriage. And y'all know I don't even like Porsha. And I still came down here and I said, I don't think that Porsha had any ill intent about what she said. I don't think she was being malicious when she mentioned the miscarriage. I said that. I also said, I don't think that Porsha was talking about K Michelle when she was talking about those oysters. I don't think she was. I said, I think that K Michelle is just being paranoid. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know if the girls, like, I be trying. I be trying. I really be trying. Now, I will say, I will put it in overdrive sometimes with Miss Porsha. I'll put it in a little overdrive. I will. Because I got to remind the girls. I'll put it in a little overdrive. But I really just try to come down here and tell the girls what happened. And I really try to be fair. But the girls don't want to be what the girl. This is the thing. I don't. I'm. Let me tell y'all something. I ain't no groupthink type of bitch. I'm just not. I never have and I never will. I'm gonna come down here and tell y'all what I saw on my TV screen. I'm not hopping on the just like last year. Let's even go back to last year. We're just talking tonight. Just like last year, when I came down here and I said, why in the fuck do all y'all love Shamia now? I was one of probably the only one, I ain't gonna say I was the only one, but I was one of the few down here who was so confused about all the love that Shamia was getting. I remember coming down here and I said, when the fuck y'all start going for Shamia? Now, I thought Shamia was cool, but girl, y'all was giving Shamia, oh, girl, she the face of the show. She the face of the show. I said, oh, I know what it is. Because Shamia got a rich husband, now everybody is going for Shimmy Shimmy Cocoa Puffs. Now Shamia is bringing some wealth into the show. Now everybody acting like they ain't known Shamia and her personality. No, we did not know Shamia as a wife, as a mother, but we've had a glimpse into Shamia's personality for some seasons now. Y'all don't remember me saying that? Y'all don't remember me coming down here saying Shamia be looking real dumb and crazy sometimes when she was sitting there barking at that table? Girl, motherfucker, I said Shamia looks slow. When she barked at that table at Bang Bang's event, when Bang Bang had them 2 chicken breasts and 3 pieces of tilapia, some broccoli and carrots, that's all she could feed them people. Y'all don't remember when that was at Bang Bang event? And I said, girl, Bang Bang was in the back of the kitchen, was in the back girl chopping up chicken breasts. She can feed everybody. And she got into it with Drew. And she was like, whoop, whoop, motherfucker. I said, did this lady just bark at the table? Girl. I came in here and said, Shamia, girl, in the words of Andrew Gabor, you punk puss. Because your black ass was just sitting on that goddamn bus talking shit about Bang Bang. And then when she caught the shade at the table, you tried to act like you wasn't talking shit about Bang Bang in the goddamn bus. And you weren't talking shit about her. Hello? But I also feel that the hate that Shamia receives is team too much. I also feel that this season, the hate that she receives is team overdrive. My mind, when I come down here, and it might be the people say it's because I'm a Libra. I don't know. I don't know. But when I come down here and do my reviews, I can say you are right here, you are wrong here, I'm conflicted here, you were right here, girl, you were wrong here. I'm not one of those people, and this is no shade, but no shade. I'm not one of those people that come down here and will just be like, oh girl, because I like you, you right about everything. I came down here and said that I was disgusted when Kenya put up that poster board of that girl sucking dick. Now, after replaying it and watching it over, girl, the scene was actually hilarious as fuck. But my initial reaction to Kenya holding up that poster board was that of disgust. And I literally came down here and said that. And y'all know I'm team Tor to the day I die. But that's how I felt in the moment. I'm not gonna come down here and say, oh, because I like Stacey, don't be full of shit sometimes. Because Stacey be full of shit sometimes. I'm not gonna come down here and just because I was calling Shamia a lap dog every girl, I was calling Shamia a lap dog because she was. Girl, but I don't hate Shamia though. Girl, I'm not gonna come down here and call Shamia a lap dog every year, but then like that equates to me like hating the girl. No, girl, you was acting like a lap dog. And ever since I got girl, I was trying to make sure I could find a goddamn. Let me see. Can I find it? Let me see, girl. Ooh, girl, my throat. Do I got it? Was it season 16? Oh, girl, let me see. Do I got a playlist? I need to start doing playlists. Oh, I think I do. In her own event, that was dumb. That was so dumb and desperate. Now that spa is closed. That negative energy wasn't sitting well in that spot, and I'm team Tora. Come on, Diva. Come on. Come on. Come on. Girl, look at this. Girl, look at this. Look at this. These are all the reviews where I had Shamia. Look at this. Oh, girl, hold up. I'll show you all my business, girl. Hold up. Look at this. Who is that? Who is that? Girl. Who is that? Who is that? Look at the thumbnail. Look at the thumbnail. Look at the thumb. Baby, I was wearing Shamia out the second half of last season. Here go another one. Another thumbnail. Who was that? Girl. Who was that? Shamia sitting on Porsha lap. Baby, I was wearing Shamia out last season. Girl. Now I'm telling the people, girl, y'all too mean to Shamia, and now it's, oh girl, you must be on Shamia's payroll. You ain't had that energy last year when I was walking around here calling Shamia a motherfucking lapdog and saying how she looked goofy and silly, girl, and how she ain't standing on big business. And girl, you said what you said about Bang Bang, say it to her motherfucking face. Shamia and Porsha. Shamia sitting in Porsha lap again. Baby, I was wearing Shamia out in the thumbnail. Girl. Where's Shamia out in the thumbnail? Girl. But it is what it is, child. The people don't like, I'm going to go ahead and say it, the people don't like when you don't get on board with who the fan favorite is. They want you to automatically just be like, boom, 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 boom. I can literally come down here and say out of my own mouth that I do believe Nosh when he says to a certain degree that girl, he didn't look at her as an ex. But I can also say I could probably get into K Michelle's head. Like I feel like a lot of women think that girl, when you start fucking with a nigga and doing X, Y, and Z, how girl, you really don't know the relationship. And some people start thinking, girl, is this my nigga? This is my nigga. I don't think Nash is necessarily lying. I don't think that makes K Michelle look nuts because I feel like a lot of women do that. You know, anyways, it is what it is. But people gonna hear what they want to. People gonna hear what they want to hear. So it really don't matter. Because I even did that, and I'm not a woman. Okay, okay. Um, I don't know, child. It is what it is, girl. We all think how we think. You think how you think. I think how I think, child. Girl, you can't call out Angela. I ain't got no issues with Angela. Depending on how much her fans cost, I might buy one if she ain't trying. If she ain't trying to shake her bitch pockets. You know, I was talking about that with one of my sisters the other day. I said, baby, Angela charging $40 or $50, she can count me out. Cause who ain't giving her $40 or $50 for no fan? It's me. But girl, you know, I be trying to support the girls. You know, and I'm a hot Devo anyways. You know, I'm always hot. Um, but you know, I ain't got no problems with Angela. But the girls get mad when you call out Angela because Angela walks on water. Even if you calling out shit that literally happened, the girls will still say no. Or they'll act like what you saying don't make no sense. Y'all, baby, I'm telling y'all, when girl, we wearing Angela out. Girl, as soon as bitch, I'm gonna probably be up, girl. I ain't even got cable no more, girl. I'm gonna be up first thing Monday morning, girl, trying to watch RHOA. Cause the way Shamia, girl, I'm telling y'all right now, in the clip that I saw, Shamia is 100% motherfucking correct. But the girls ain't gonna never say that Shamia is correct. Because they can't, because that means that Angela would be wrong. Y'all will see. Shamia hit it right on the head. I said, come on, shimmy, shimmy, Cocoa Puffs. You better clock Miss Angela. You better clock Miss Angela. Oh, I can't watch that on the screen. That is true. That is true. I forgot. That's how I be watching. Girl, that's how I be watching. Girl, don't tell our business. That's how I be watching. Love and Marriage Huntsville now. I just watch it on the sites, girl. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it on the sites. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Angela tried to come in between Shamia's relationship with Porsha before they even fell out. But a lot of girls don't remember that. I do. Girl, the North remembers, baby. Angela tried to come in between Porsha and Shamia's relationship before she finally got to Porsha. She tried to through Shamia on the show, but Shamia wouldn't. Shamia didn't take the bait. Mm-hmm. Angela playing a long game, baby. Angela's trying to get that number one spot, baby. Angela's trying to get that number one spot, and she might get it if we're gonna be honest. I mean, some of the girls looking at Angela sideways, but I really think Porsha did take the bait. Porsha did take the bait. Um, Honestly, I don't have the only person. If y'all listen to my reviews, I think the only person that I said I won't go on off the show is Phaedra. You ain't heard me say nothing about. I mean, girl, Porsha, because I don't really like too much. I know Porsha not going nowhere. But I can honestly say, like, the only person I feel like ain't bringing nothing to the show is Phaedra. Phaedra does not need to be on the show. I don't get. um. Anyways, yeah. Angela tried to. Shamil has to take, like I said, I've called out the girls who watch my channel know I already know. Shamil was wrong in the sense of girl, you know, you're venting to bitches who you really don't know. I think that it would have been different if Shamil was venting to like a Candy who knows Portia and Shamia. I can understand how it could come across as messy vibes because even though what Shamia said wasn't just like the way that the way the girls try to do is this is what happens, right? The girls would be like, Shamia was dogging out Portia. Shamia was talking about Portia, but y'all don't want to say what Shamia was saying. So when you say, so for example, if you say Rodney was talking about Kevin, right? But you leave out what Rodney said, people are automatically going to attach nothing but negativity to Rodney talking about Kevin. Does that make sense what I'm saying? So when people get down to Twitter in the comment section and be like, girl, Shamia was talking about Portia. You don't want to talk about what Shamia said. You're already purposely painting the picture that it was just this negative, negative, negative. And the reality is, Shamia just basically said her feelings was hurt because the bitch didn't go to her wedding. You see what I'm saying? But the way that people will try to paint it, they'll purposely leave out what Shamia said because it's really not as bad as people are trying to paint it. Where Shamea was wrong and stupid is trusting some women on this show when you have learned now, girl, this is not a safe space. Because if it was, you could have really just voiced whatever you wanted to voice to Angela and Drew and then not get back to Porsha. But now Shamea had to find out the hard way that this is not a safe space. And this really is a game. May the best woman win in my RuPaul's Drag Race voice. But Angela tried to get Shamea to talk about Porsha at that studio. And Shamea said, girl, no, we fine. That was literally the night after Porsha was talking during Shamea's song. Angela came to the studio and was trying to get Shamea to talk about Porsha. And Porsha said, and Shamea said no. Fast forward, right? And I've also said about Shamea too. Shamea needs to start opening up her motherfucking mouth when she has something to say, because she did the same thing with Cynthia. She did. She did the same thing with Cynthia that she did with Porsha. Not open up her mouth. And now it's bigger than now it's bigger than what it needs to be. That's why I do fault Shamea. Shamea acts like a person who ain't never had no friends. And she's scared to lose her friends. That's how Shamea acts to me. As a woman who has never had friends, she finally a part of the cool girl, the cool girl clique, and I can't say nothing because I don't want to make nobody mad. It really is a real frenemies of Atlanta. It's really not a friend, even though they, try to paint this, oh, we're friends with sisters. Girl, it's not a sisterhood. But she didn't bring it to network television. That's not the truth. She didn't bring it to network television. Angela brought it to network television. Shamea didn't bring her friendship issues with Porsha to television. Angela brought them to television. Angela waited 3 months because she got pissed off at Porsha and Shamea and brought a conversation that she had with Shamea over drinks to the show. That is what happened. She tried to get Shamea to talk about Porsha in the music studio, and Shamea said no. Once she heard Porsha say that she was gonna fuck Charles and Shamea laughed, Angela said, bitch, I got both of y'all numbers. Then she met up with Porsha while they were playing tennis, and after they played tennis, she told Porsha what Shamea said. That's who brought it to TV. That's who brought it to TV. And she said 3 months ago, it was Mad Day. Cool. It was Mad Day for Angela. And she came back and told Porsha what me, Drew, and Shamea went out for drinks 3 months ago. And she said the friendship was lopsided. She'd be scared to talk to you sometimes. And as you can tell, Porsha does get real when people try to talk to her. That is how it happened. It wasn't Shamea bringing anything to the show. And if we're going to be honest, Shamea didn't have to use her friendship with Porsha to be on the show. Because if she really wanted to use her friendship with Porsha on the show, she could have easily got on the show when they fired Phaedra for lying about Candy and Todd taking Porsha back to a sex dungeon and raping her. She could have got on the show that year. If she really wanted to use her friendship as a way to get on the show, she could have got on the show that year when Porsha sat there and co-signed Phaedra when she was doing this and saying that Shamea was fucking Candy and Todd if she was going to use her friendship with Porsha. We have so many examples of Shamea having a way to get on the show through her friendship with Porsha. Like, she didn't have to wait until season 16. The only reason why Shamea was not on the show was because of Gerald. The only reason why Shamea was not on the show was because Gerald would not allow her to be on the show. If Shamea really wanted to use her friendship with Porsha to get on the show, she could have easily used it when Phaedra and Porsha sat at the table with Sheree and did this. And Shamil still didn't use her friendship with Porsha to get on the show. Shamil could have had a peach a long time ago. Girl, I have to come down here and run the minutes. I don't remember everything, but I definitely remember that. Shamil had a peach a long time ago. Gerald, girl, grabbed it and threw it down the motherfucking garbage disposal. Shamil did not have to use her friendship with Porsha to get on the show because she could have if she wanted to a long time ago. We've seen how Porsha acts when people try to hold her accountable for things that she has done. She's done it to Dennis, she's done it to Shamia, and she did it to K. Michelle. Even if you think that K. Michelle is full of shit, K. Michelle is right. Girl, we just in here having a conversation. I'm trying to be respectful, and you already huffing and puffing. God damn. When Shamil tried to talk to her on camera, because now, girl, the bone carrier done made it a part of the motherfucking show. We got to talk about our friendship. Girl, she started moving dishes around on the table. Oh, you're in silverware. I'm just saying, I don't have a problem calling out Shamia. I really honestly don't. But I'm not going to lie on the girl either. Shamia has her ways. Shamia does not communicate well. Shamia definitely is a people pleaser. Shamia did the same thing with Porsha that she did with Cynthia. Let's rewind. When that shit happened with Pinky and Angela before they got into it, Pinky was 1,000,000% correct. It was Shamia who did not tell the truth. It was Shamia who had a different energy with Cynthia on the phone that she had with Pinky. So when Pinky came back to deliver the message, that's why Cynthia said, well, you got a different energy than Shamia, because I talked to them earlier and it wasn't all of that. Like, it wasn't like, oh, girl, the room is like blah, 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 blah. And then Pinky was like, well, girl, I don't know. I'm just telling you. And then what happened when Cynthia got up to go talk to Shamia and Kelli? The first thing that motherfucking Shamia said was, no, Pinky is absolutely, she said, Pinky says that y'all are upset. And then Shamia said, no, Pinky is absolutely correct. That's why Cynthia was a tad bit confused. Because, girl, you didn't have this with me on the phone earlier. So when Pinky come to me, I'm looking at Pinky like, she didn't give me all of that. So then when she get up and finally go talk to Shamia, Shamia is like, no, Pinky is correct. But why didn't you tell Cynthia that when you were on the motherfucking phone? Who? Who been transphobia? Baby, we don't do the, hold up now. Whoa. Baby, we don't do the transphobia over here, baby. This is not a transphobia channel, baby. We pro-trans, pro-LGBTQIA+. I don't play that. I don't do that over here. You gotta go to somebody else's channel for that, baby. I don't know who that is. No, baby. We not even. Okay, I'm gonna use probably accent. No, Angela is not trans. You know damn well Angela ain't no trans woman. You know that. Angela's girl. I'm about to get okay. I'm gonna let you, girl. You ask a question. You probably didn't know. You probably don't watch the show. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna leave it alone. You probably don't watch the show, girl. I know some people don't watch the show. Okay, I'm gonna let you probably don't watch the show. Okay, I'm sorry. My bad. Girl, I get girl. We get. Girl, you almost got blocked, sister. Girl, now you gotta be sweating shit. Girl, I gotta turn the AC on, girl. Girl, you almost got blocked, sister. I'm sorry. Hold up. Girl, hold up, girl. You gotta be sweating shit, bitch. Hold up, girl. Hold up, sister. Hold up. Girl, turn the AC on, girl. Ooh, sister. Hold up. Sister, you almost got blocked, sister. Girl, I'm gonna give you a pass. Girl, okay. Girl, I don't do that over here, baby. Okay. Okay, sister, you probably just didn't know. I'm sorry, my bad. I know everybody. I have to think everybody don't watch the show. Some people really don't know. But no, Angela's not a trans woman. There's nothing. If she was, it wouldn't be nothing wrong with it. But she's not. Angela has birthed 2 or 3 children. One of her children is a lesbian. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Anyways, I don't know why I got one of them is the oldest one is a kissing lesbian. Anyways, but yeah, child. I just like, girl, yeah. Shamia. Shamia is a people pleaser. And that's one of the things that I do not like about Shamia. That's why I was like, girl, it don't even have nothing to do with like, girl, Shamia is a people pleaser. She is. And I hate that for her because it can make you into a person. To me, being a people pleaser that Shamia is, it can come across as like I can't even really trust you. Like I can't really trust you because you probably not gonna tell me the truth. Girl, do I look a mess tonight? Oh, girl, no, you look great. That's Shamia, right? Instead of saying, girl, no, girl, your wig is coming up, girl. You need to go, girl, put a headband on. Does that make sense what I'm saying? you like that's Shamia. Shamia will know, like, girl, your makeup is off, your wig is lifted, but she'll be like, no, girl, you look great. That's Shamia. Instead of just telling the truth. No, sister, your wig is lifted and your makeup is off. Shamia don't want to hurt your, like, Shamia thinks she's not hurting your feelings, but girl, you got me looking like a fool, sister. Bitch, tell me my wig is lifted. Don't let me go outside with my lace lifted. Don't let me go to the mall and these people that gave me the wrong foundation and I'm walking around here looking like Wendy's mama. Girl. Girl, don't have me walking around here, girl, and I got the foundation that Giselle's daughter was wearing. Girl, I'm going to go ahead and say it, girl. Y'all remember, girl, I ain't got no problem with Grace, but Grace was wearing Giselle foundation at one point. Go back and look at some of Grace's pictures. She's a gorgeous girl, but Grace was playing at Giselle's foundation one time. I wanted to tag Giselle and say, girl, you supposed to be the every hue beauty girl, and you can't even match your own daughter's hue. Girl, if you don't tell Grace to take off your motherfucking foundation, because Grace ain't dark skinned, but bitch, she ain't your color either, girl. Grace was walking around here looking like, girl, cremation number 5, girl. Y'all don't remember? I know y'all remember. It was, girl, I'm just telling y'all. Oh, yes, Grace used to wear that heavy. Thank you. She really was. It was a few pictures of Grace. I'd be like, girl, why do Grace got on Giselle's foundation? Grace, you are not, one, you not light skinned. Okay, that's one. Girl, 2, you not dark skinned, but bitch, you ain't light skinned either. But that is your mama's foundation, baby. You gotta go get the right color. But see, Shamia is the type of girl that will tell you, oh no, girl, you look fine. Girl, even though you my skin color, but girl, you got on the foundation that's 5 skin tones lighter. That is Shamia. That's Shamia to me. She won't tell you the truth because she think that she gonna hurt your feelings. No, you gonna hurt my feelings, bitch, when we go out in public and I'm looking like Casper the Friendly Fucking Ghost. Do you hear me? I'm looking like powder. I'm looking like I done, girl, beat my face with some motherfucking flour. That's gonna piss me off. Because, girl, you should have told me, girl. That's Shamia. That is Shamia to a T. She not gonna tell you the truth. She a people pleaser. And a people pleaser, like, can eventually, like, it's like, girl. Okay, you really can't ask Shamil about no looks anyway, because girl, quiet. Shamil just low key got his. Honestly, have y'all noticed? We have not. Girl, come on, we gotta get Shamil. Girl, you know, I don't like to tear a bitch down when I lift my hand to lift her up. Shout out to Funky. We don't tell we gonna tear Shamil down. No, we not gonna tear Shamil down without extending the hand to lift her up. We have not been talking about Shamil fashions this year. Shamil has not been looking. Have y'all clocked that tea? You know, Shamil last year looked a fucking mess. Girl, Shamil don't. I don't think I ever really seen Shamil look a mess this season. I mean, it ain't nothing. It ain't, you know, she ain't made the, you know, she ain't no, you know, I ain't gonna, she ain't like no Porsha. But to me, girl, to me, can I say something about Porsha confessionals? I think this is Porsha's worst year for her confessionals. For the most part, you know, I don't see it for peach juice, but the bitch do look good. You know, that's the most you can really say about the girl. To me, I haven't been liking Porsha's confessionals. I think last year Porsha probably had the best confessionals hands down. This year it's been a couple of confessionals I just did not like. I don't like that wet and wavy look she got going on. I don't like that. I don't like that shag rug she got on. I don't like that outfit. I hate that yarn look. Oh my God. I hate Porsha yarn look. When I tell you I hate that look, I hate everything about it. I do not. That's why I was like, girl, I'm so confused. Like, for the most part, you know, Porsha really do be together. But that yarn look is horrible to me. I do not like it. I hate it. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. I do not like it. I don't like it. But yeah, I will say, like I said, I haven't really been you know, I didn't want to say nothing, but baby, girl, you know, I don't really see it for Miss Faye Faye. But baby, that bitch was sickening with that red wig on the other day. Girl, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I don't see it. You know, I don't see it for Faye Faye. But baby, that red wig that mama had on, she needs to leave that platinum shit alone. She needs to leave that goddamn girl platinum blonde alone. That red wig that mama had on the other day, she had on that green dress. I said, oh, I didn't say it in my review. Girl, I was low-key hating a little bit. But girl, I said, oh, girl, that red wig was it, baby. I said, oh, Miss Phaedra. Baby, that red was baby, that wig, that wig was I said, oh, okay. Mm. Mm. You know, that's all I really could say because I ain't giving her too much. But girl, I said, oh, okay. You know how you look at somebody, you know, you know their outfit is cute, but you don't really say nothing, you just look at them like, or they're across the room, you looking at the corner of your eye, but because you looking at the corner of your eye like this. I guess. She look all right. You be like, she look all right. She look decent. I mean, but you know, but she really low key kind of living. But you low key kind of living though. That's how I was in Phaedra on Sunday night. I was like, oh, that's the best. That's the best confessional look Kelli got. Kelli's black dress with the bangles and the updo, I love. To me, Kelli has the worst confessional looks this season. I'll tell you who my favorites are. I love Cynthia with that little short, Poison Ivy is, come on, Poison Ivy is appropriate. Oh no, Phaedra. I did like Cynthia's the oversized white suit with the little shortcut. I thought was sickening. I loved it. I love K Michelle's. I love K Michelle's cowboy look. I love that. I think I like Angela probably has the most consistent um confessional looks. It's been a couple of Portias I just did not like, and I'm so disappointed because you know, like I don't see it from Miss Porsha, but when it comes to her look, Mama always be together. That's why I was like, girl, this is what you giving this year. It was almost giving like, girl, I gotta rush and get out here. That's what some of her looks were giving to me. I don't know. It's been a couple of Porsha looks I just don't too much care for. To me, I think that Kelli probably has the worst confessional looks. Outside of that black, I like that. I don't like that. I don't like them cheetah print gloves. Oh, I don't too much care. Pinky's all right. Oh, Kelli be acting like she is 5'11". Kelli be wearing clothes for like a big bitch. You know what I'm saying? Kelli be wearing clothes for like Marlo. She be wearing clothes for like Marlo, like a 5'10", 5'11" girl. I think Kelli is like 4'11". They said Kelli is small. Yes, Kelli dresses like she's Megan Thee Stallion. Yes. Kelli dressed like she like a stallion girl. Come on now. K Michelle is tiny too, and K Michelle, you know what? Kelli needs to go to K Michelle stylist because K Michelle never look a mess. K Michelle never look a mess. K Michelle knows how to dress her body. I think Kelli is still. I think Kelli want to wear certain stuff, and it's like, girl, it don't be looking right sometimes. K Michelle never look a mess. Okay. K Michelle dress is really really cute. Kelli be throwing me off. Okay, girl, no shade, girl. If we're gonna be, girl, Bang Bang was, girl, if we're gonna be honest, girl, Bang Bang was looking better in her clothes than Kelli was last year. That's why Kelli was probably pissed off. No tea, no shade. Cause remember at one point, it's the white guy who be styling Wendy. I think his name is Parrish. I don't know Parrish or I don't know. I don't know his name. He styled Wendy now. Girl, I don't know if he was. I don't know if he was purposely. I don't know, child. All I know is, girl. I looked up and Bang Bang was girl walking through giving you a little cash money, girl. And Kelli, it like, girl, I would have been pissed. Girl, I would have been pissed, bitch. Because ain't no way, bitch. This my style, so this bitch look better than me. Ain't no way this my motherfucking stylist and the bitch that girl, she look better than me. Absolutely not. Girl, I would have been pissed, girl. Girl, I would have been pissed. Girl, okay. 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 Um, oh no, not Wendy Williams, Dr. Wendy. Girl, my girl, she might be doing a little time. Oh, girl, oh my God. Girl, my girl might be doing a little time, girl. She might be doing a little time, but we hoping she get out. Y'all know I'm going to the trial. You know, the trial is in January, which is great because usually the hotel rooms are cheaper. On the at least I know in like usually like because that's winter time in like New York, DMV. So I'm going to DC. I'm going from the 25th. I think Taria said it was the 25th to the 29th. So girl, we good to go. So I'm gonna be in the mix, girl, reporting to girl, boots on the ground, baby. Girl, I say it only makes sense for me to go, girl. It only makes sense for me to go because girl, y'all know I love Wendy to pieces, girl. I said, girl, this girl. As soon as they put the helmet down, that they send my girl to jail, the way I'm going to queen out and get kicked out of the motherfucking girl, can y'all imagine the people say, girl, we sentenced you, Dr. Wendy yourself on 3 years in prison, girl, I am going to holler. Oh my God, they sending my girl to jail, girl. Oh my God. Girl, we lied at the courthouse, girl. She got 3 years, bitch. Yes. Girl, the bitch got a year and a half, bitch. Girl, I gotta go home. I gotta get to the hotel room so we can go live and talk about it. Girl, it's a mess down here. Grandma be outside in the car. Bitch, they gave my bitch a year. Oh my God, she going to jail. Girl, they swept her off like they did Carrie. Yes, girl. I'm going to call y'all, girl. I got to get back to this hotel room, girl. I'm going to call y'all in an hour, okay? We going live, y'all. Girl, hollering and screaming in the car, girl. Just acting a fool, girl. They done locked my girl up. She going to jail. Ooh. Girl, I'm gonna be a mess, girl. But yes, I'm gonna go down there in January because I already know it's affordable. The rooms ain't gonna be high. Like I said, girl, that's not tourist season. During the winter time. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be in the DMV. Well, that's my plan, girl. My plan is to be in the DMV for those days. So I'm gonna be down there for probably like a week. Okay. I don't know, child. I don't know. I know I'm gonna be down there. Girl, I'm like, oh girl, this is girl, when I tell you I would have been so pissed off. Because I thought about going early to DC the other day. I'm so glad I did not go. Because I thought the trial started the other day. I am so happy I did not go to Winchester, wherever she at. It's like an hour and a half or 2 hours. I think it's not, it's not like Washington. So yeah, girl, I'm gonna be down there. Girl, I already checked out the hotels. That courthouse is like in a very like small town. Like the DMV. The girls who live in the DMV know what I'm talking about. It's weird how it's set up. Everything is like kind of some stuff is close. So like you'll have like Washington, Baltimore. Then you have like these small little cities. Girl, I think the best room I could because I'm not gonna stay in DC because I don't want to be dropped. Like I don't want to be trying to like get from DC to the courthouse. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try to stay as close to the courthouse as possible. And I think like the best hotel I found was like a hot what are they called? Girl, which I'm okay with it. Girl, okay, I kind of heard the Trump County too, girl. That's what I heard too, girl. So I'm a little nervous, girl. Like I think the best hotel I saw was like a Hyatt place. So girl, I'm gonna be at the Hyatt. I think it was a Hyatt place. Yeah. So yeah, child, we're gonna be down now. Okay. Yeah. It's in Maryland. It's like Westminster, Maryland. That's what a court. I think that's what a trial is going. That's what they've been going to court at. I hope they just get a fine. Cause girl, just let them people go. Girl, I act like the people go. But yeah, girl, we're gonna be down now. Does she live in Westminster? No. I don't think she lives in Westminster. I think she lived like a few. I don't think she lives in Westminster. But I think she lived close though. But I just think that's where the courthouse is. So I was looking, I'm a planner. I'm a planner. Believe it or not, I like to plan stuff. So I've already been looking at hotels. Because like I said, I don't want to stay in DC and I don't want to stay in Baltimore. I want to get as close to the courthouse as possible because I don't want to have to worry about like traffic and trying to get there and trying to leave an hour too early. So yeah, it's a couple of hotels. Like I said, I saw like a Hyatt place, a Hilton Garden Inn. Girl, I just need something that's cute to lay my ass down. Something that's decent. Be there for about like 5 or 6 days. And I'm just going out into work, baby. We doing the Lord's work, girl. I gotta go. Girl, I gotta go see what's going on with my girl, baby. Girl, bitch. If that bitch don't go to jail, baby, girl, the girl, bitch, y'all better hope my bitch don't get off, baby. Let me tell you something. Y'all better hope my bitch don't get off. Because the way I'm coming down here, girl, I told y'all my bitch was, the whole story gonna change. Bitch, I told y'all my bitch was getting off, bitch. That bitch got a fine. This thing is going home. What y'all hating assholes got to say now? Then y'all thought my girl was going down, bitch. Girl, my girl ain't going down, baby. She got a fine, okay? Girl, what y'all hoes got to say now? Y'all was talking all that shit about my girl the other day. No, baby, she going home, baby. She going home to her motherfucking kids. Y'all already know I'm gonna be talking much shit. Don't let my girl get off and go home, baby. Girl, the whole story gonna change. The whole story is gonna change, baby. It is. It is. Oh, it's definitely gonna change. Girl, y'all don't have no faith in my girl. Okay? Right. Depend on it. Depend Trump juice. Okay? Right. That's exactly how I'm gonna act. The same way the girls act with Porsha, I'm gonna act about Dr. Wendy. I am. Girl, ain't nothing happened. Girl, I don't know what y'all talking about. Be held accountable for what? What y'all want her to be held accountable for? I'm gonna play the same game that the girls play. What y'all want her to be held accountable for? Held accountable for what? What you mean she did it? They said she ain't did shit, matter of fact. Why she need to be held accountable? Girl, I'm gonna play the same game the girls play with when it comes to Porsha. The same motherfucking game. Okay? Watch and see. Girl, watch and see when I start playing the same game. Okay? Right. Right. Exactly. Why didn't they say she did it? Girl, the white people said my girl was innocent. Girl, that's what they said. Okay? And y'all mad about it. She going home. Okay? Baby, Miss Thing gonna come home, baby. Shit. Anyways. But yeah, child. Okay, play with me, baby, baby. The girl, let me say something. This is to be continued. Y'all, girl, y'all want to play in Kelli face, baby. Kelli was working the shit out of this Porsha. Kelli didn't even say nothing to Porsha except every Nigerian in Atlanta, and Porsha crashed the fuck out. And you got the girls online talking about Kelli ain't even did nothing. Porsha thought she did something. Okay, Porsha thought she did something. You can sit here all day and scream from the mountaintop that Kelli ain't did shit, but you couldn't tell by Porsha's reaction that Kelli ain't did shit. Porsha thought she did something. Baby, Porsha was ready to fight Kelli all up and through Phaedra's backyard. Oh yeah, 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 Kelli got Miss Porsha. Girl, Porsha was ready to fight Kelli, okay? And y'all want to get on the internet talking about, oh, Kelli ain't even did nothing. Kelli ain't even did nothing. Shit. I'd be damned if she didn't. I'd be damned if she didn't. You might not think she did nothing, but Porsha thought she did something. And the same way the girls been asking all day. Well, why is it that K. Michelle had a different tune with Porsha than she had with Drew? Why the fuck did Porsha have a different tune with K. Michelle than she had with Kelli? Because K. Michelle was sitting across the table from you, girl, running down a motherfucking minutes. And you ain't had none of that for her. All Kelli said was you fucked every Nigerian in Atlanta. And Porsha spiraled out of control. But see, the girls don't want to see it that way. Because they say that K. Michelle is scared of Porsha. But Porsha's energy wasn't the same either to K. Michelle than it was to Kelli. Be very clear about it. Even after K. Michelle told her respectfully, I don't give a fuck. She still didn't hop up in K. Michelle's face. You see how that worked? You see how that worked? Do y'all see how? But her energy was completely different for Kelli, who only said, 7, 8 words? You done fucked every Nigerian in Atlanta. 7 words. Girl, she spiraled out of control over 7 words. You done fucked every Nigerian in Atlanta. All Kelli said was 7 words, and Porsha lost it. And you had K. Michelle across the table, running the motherfucking business on you, and cussed your ass out at the end of the conversation, and you ain't jumped bad in K. Michelle face. Talking about, girl, thank you. Talking about you so sensitive. Girl, you're the sensitive one. Girl, you're about to get into a whole nother physical altercation. You're so sensitive. Is she really sensitive? Girl, Miss WWE? Girl, not Miss WWE about to get into a physical altercation on the show. Talking about somebody sensitive. No, baby, you're sensitive. Girl, because that lady said 7 words to you and you already ready to fight. That lady said 7 words to you and you ready to fight. But you got the nerve to sit here and say that K. Michelle is sensitive. No, K. Michelle is sensitive, but you sensitive too. K. Michelle is definitely sensitive. But you sensitive too. That's why you ready to fight. Baby. And baby, y'all see Kelli didn't flinch. Go back and watch the clip. Go back and watch the clip. Kelli ain't flinched not one time. Kelli didn't flinch not one time. Not one time. She grabbed that glass and said, play with me. Girl, play with me. Kelli ain't flinched not one time. Kelli didn't flinch not one time. But I tell you what she did do after Porsha kept doing it to her face, she politely grabbed that wine glass. And what Mariah told Heavenly on Married to Medicine, when she grabbed that flute and broke it on the table, Mariah said, baby, I'll pico de gallo that hoe, chopped up and served on the side. You keep play if you want to, girl. Play if you want to. Touch me if you want to. Girl, it's gonna be a bloody scene out here. Because if y'all think that Porsha was gonna tap Kelli and Kelli wasn't gonna chop up Porsha, girl, them girls would have been in jail that night. Why y'all think Kelli grabbed that glass? Kelli was more than likely gonna throw that wine in her face and hit her with that wine glass. I don't fight, I don't argue, I just hit a bitch with a bottle. Y'all keep on playing. That's exactly why Kelli grabbed that wine glass. You putting your finger in my face? Okay, girl, let me go ahead and get this glass, because, girl, just in case. Girl, play with me. Girl, play with me. Play with me. And touch me if you want to, girl. Well, like Mariah said, I'll pico de gallo that hoe, chopped up and served on the side. Oh, girl. Some of y'all don't watch Married to Medicine. It's a show called Married to Medicine. And one of the creator of the show, her name is Mariah Huck. Mariah got into it with Mariah got into it with one of the cast members named Dr. Heavenly, and she got basically a wine glass, a flute, and she broke it on the table. And girl, when she was walking away, she was like, "I'll pico de gallo that hoe, chopped up and served on the side." And ever since, God been saying that. So anytime y'all hear me say, "I'll pico de gallo that hoe, chopped up and served on the side," girl, I got that from Mariah from Married to Medicine. That's what Kelli was about to do with That's what Kelli was about to do with Miss Porsha. Miss Porsha, girl, you done got all that work done just to turn around and get cut. You better sit your ass down. Oh. Okay. Girl, the girls is about to tussle, baby. The girls were about to tussle. Mm-hmm. Girl. Cause girl, the way the girl, and that's why I say, girl, I can't really. It's after so many times of us having a conversation, like it's like, girl, I can't really talk about it no more. Like online, like somebody telling me that Kelli grabbed a wine glass and put it in Porsha's face. That is not like, girl. I literally had to post the clip to like, what are you talking? Like, what are you talking? Like, girl. Yes, Kelli had the wine glass in Porsha's face. That was after. That was after Porsha. Porsha literally had her finger like this close to Kelli's face. Go back and watch. Girl, go back and watch. Porsha literally had her finger all up and through Kelly's face. Like, when not pointed in her direction, like in her face. Girl, like, it wasn't like, girl, you better leave me alone and get out of my face. It was very much in her face. And that's when Kelly picked up the wine glass and then started putting her hand in the wine glass in Porsha's face to let her know, girl, you better calm down for we both be in jail. Because, girl, that's what's about to happen. And they swooped in and grabbed Kelly and Porsha and grabbed the wine glass out of Kelly's hand. Because Kelly was about to pico de gallo that whole chopped up and served on the side. Mm-mm. And we all know that Kelly is way smaller than Porsha. All Kelly had to do was just get a little head start and come and pop Porsha in her knees and fall to the ground. Because, you know, that would have been a nasty fight because, girl, Kelly going to have to reach up. Porsha going to be reaching down. Girl, the best thing that Kelly going to do is, girl, just tackle her by the knees. Girl, and hope her ass fall. Okay? Because I don't know how that fight was going to work. You know, the girls pick and choose. The girls pick and choose. Because the girl did Porsha have all that energy? Did Porsha have all that energy from Marlo? Wasn't Marlo? Put my panties up. Did Marlo? I said, let me put my panties up. Did Marlo? Remember when Marlo and Porsha got into it? I don't remember Porsha having all that energy from Marlo either. Didn't Marlo snatch a fan out of her hand or something? Did she? Did Marlo snatch something out of Porsha's hand? Yes! Phaedra gonna get herself in some trouble. We're gonna talk about it on Sunday. This is what you did to Candy. Girl, we're gonna talk about it on Sunday. Phaedra gonna get herself into some trouble. And I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say. Porsha be knowing better. She just don't give a fuck. Porsha don't care if the story true or not. I'm just gonna repeat it. And go back and watch the clip how Phaedra was about to turn into a girl Sonya Ross. Girl, go back and watch the motherfucking video when Phaedra almost turns into FloJo. Girl, go back and watch the video of when Phaedra almost turned into FloJo. When Porsha started saying, he your client. And she was like, I know. Bitch, the way she was like, I know. She can't. Bitch, baby, the way that Phaedra was about to try to get out that motherfucking scene with the gangster lane. Anyways, but yeah, we'll talk more on Sunday because like it's a to be for those who don't watch the show, it's to be continued, and we'll get to see. Yes, that's why the story Porsha said about the man calling her sounded so bogus because if it was true that Kelly slept with a married man, that's how she found out. It's crazy. I don't like when I say I literally started having flashbacks of season 9 because Phaedra is somehow involved. I say, here we go again. Here we go again. Here we go again. Freaking frack involved in some mess. And it's Phaedra's client, who's the married man with a family. I don't know. It is what it is, girl. This is a mess. Mm-hmm. Porsha ain't stupid, girl. I'm gonna tell you this much about Porsha, and then I'm gonna be done. I knew Porsha knew what she was doing on Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip when the producer asked her, and I'm paraphrasing, like, when you get caught up into some shit, what do you do? And Porsha said, I just play dumb. For the girls who watch the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, they know exactly what I'm talking about. Porsha said, when you get caught into some shit, again, I'm paraphrasing, you just play dumb. I said, oh, there we go. I said, that's what she be doing. Porsha ain't the brightest, but she realizes now that when some shit pops off, just play stupid. Because Porsha knows that her role on the show is the good time, kind of like, ditzy, like she's the Phoebe. She's like the Phoebe of the show. Like the ditzy, oh, I don't know. And then when some shit pop off, I'll just be like, girl, what? That's it. Porsha literally said that on Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. She said, you just play dumb. I said, ooh, baby. Yeah, she plays like the airhead. Yes. She plays like the airhead. Porsha ain't, well, she ain't the smartest, but Porsha ain't stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, she thought the Underground Railroad was a martyr, but she ain't stupid. You get what I'm trying to say? Porsha ain't stupid. Porsha knows exactly what to do. She ain't stupid. Porsha is a sociopath, girl, baby. Hello. Nuts. 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 Baby, she said, who driving the train? But they literally had to sit there and explain to Porsha, it wasn't a train, baby. Girl. I said, baby, that's how you know. Girl, let me shut up. I was like, let me shut up. Let me shut up. Let me shut up. All right, y'all, let me shut up. Yeah, let me shut up because I was about to start talking too much. All right. So that's it, y'all. I'm gone. Girl. I will talk to y'all. It's something I gotta talk about in Hot Topics. I'm gonna go take me something for my throat, girl. My throat's starting to got like that scratchy. I wanted a cocktail, but I don't know, child. Who said that? Who said that? Right. Who said that? Girl, you. The Underground Railroad taught us she's dumb. The Three Fights taught us she's violent. Family Matters taught us she's devious. Baby, thank you, Chateau. Anyways, I ain't got nothing else to talk about. I'm done. I'm really tired. I'm tired of talking about. I'm tired of talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta. Hmm. I hate hot toddies, but I might make one. I've never been. I mean, I might make one, but I'm not a big hot toddy fan, child. But I might drink one. I might make one. Yeah. Girl, the girls, they plotting and planning down to the season 16. Season 17, everybody trying to get ahead of the story. Everybody trying to figure out some shit. Mm-hmm. Bitch, Ray J needs to say, Ray J, when I say Ray J is a stunt queen, girl, Ray J is a mess. Ray J is a stunt queen. A stunt queen. I done got hungry. Ray J is a stunt queen. A stunt queen. Girl, I don't feel, girl, I need to get back into the gym. I ain't been to the gym now, probably literally a week. And girl, now I'm going through this phase, girl. I've been eating M&Ms every day. I go through these spells where like I want something and I'll just eat it and I can't stop eating it. So like now I've been stuck on peanut M&Ms. Yes, I've been eating a bag of peanut king size M&Ms pretty much every day. Like for like the last like week. So girl, I just like, oh, it always happens to me. I know. That's why I said I gotta stop. Cause I cannot. That's what happens. That's how I do like with chocolate sometimes. I go through these phases with chocolate and stuff where like I won't eat chocolate. I'll like want chocolate for like a couple of months and then I won't eat it no more. Okay, but yeah, we definitely getting back into the gym tomorrow because girl, like I said, it's been like a week. I think it just hit a week since the last time I went. And girl, we cannot, girl. We gotta, girl, we trying to be skinny. At least I am. Girl, I can't talk about the other bitches, girl. I'm trying to be skinny, but girl, I'm trying to be slim thick, okay? Girl, bitch, that's just what it is, bro. I'm trying to be slim, thick, skinny, but okay. Anyways, I'm going tomorrow. I am. I'm definitely going tomorrow. I got to. I have to. Like I have to. Oh, you went 20 minutes on the Stairmaster? Girl, I did 5 minutes. Girl, before the last time I went, I did 5 minutes, girl. I said, but that Stairmaster is not for the weak, baby. Okay, baby. That Stairmaster is not for the weak, baby. It is not. Girl, it is not. That Stairmaster is not for the weak. Okay? You gotta be one of the top girls. Okay? You gotta be one of the top girls to do some shit like that, baby. Girl, you do. If I did 5 minutes and got off, I said, okay, girl, she did. Literally 5 minutes. And I was like, okay, girl. Mm. Mm-mm. 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 Not me. I did 5 minutes, baby, and got off. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna get on it. I'm gonna start getting on it. I'm gonna get on it, child. I just got tired thinking about it, little girl. My head started spinning. I just got weak. Ooh. I'm so dramatic. I'm just playing, y'all. Some of the people, girl, I'm real dramatic. If you new to my channel, I'm real dramatic and over the top. Girl, 1 minute I'm hollering and screaming, the next minute, girl, I'm laughing and talking, girl, I be all over the place. Girl, don't pay me no mind, girl. I'm really not weak. My head really not spinning. I'm just being dramatic, child. Okay. Anyway, child, I'm gone. I will talk to y'all tomorrow. I'm about to go make me a hot toddy and lay my ass down. Yeah, and I will see y'all tomorrow because they said the mid-season trailer for our RHOA drops tomorrow. So I'm sure the Beyonce's internet is gonna be on fire. And I just want to leave y'all on this note that I'm gone. Baby, as much as y'all talk about K. Michelle, as much as y'all talk about Kelli, baby, as much as y'all was talking about Pinky, as much as y'all talk about Shamia, baby, stop talking about them and see if you got anything to talk about. Okay? Stop talking about them and see if you got anything to talk about. Okay? Because it sure is funny to me how everybody want K Michelle off the show, but bitch, the only bitch you talking about is K Michelle. Oh, yeah. Go, Kimberly. It sure is funny to me how everybody want K Michelle off the show, but everybody making money off K Michelle. I'm just saying, girl, y'all don't know how to get a bitch off the show. You don't get a bitch off the show by making her the most popular. Okay? You don't get a bitch off the show by making her the conversation of the nation. You don't get a bitch off the show, okay? And the truth of the matter is, Andy Cohen loves K Michelle. Y'all better go watch K Michelle when she was on Watch What Happens Live. Baby, the way that Andy was kikiing and laughing with K Michelle, the way that the audience was laughing with K Michelle, and when that white lady started talking from Salt Lake City or whatever that city is, Rhode Island, he just got quiet. Girl, K Michelle really could have been on the show by her goddamn self. He wasn't even a bit but worried about that lady. He was all in K Michelle's face. Y'all better go watch What Happens Live. Baby, Andy loves K, baby. And that's just what it is. And the truth of the matter is, girl, y'all gonna be talking about K Michelle tomorrow. Y'all gonna be talking about K Michelle tomorrow. Talking about how she don't need to be on the show. But that's what you talking about. That's not how this works, baby. That's not how this works. You can't get rid of the person, girl, that got all the buzz in the streets. See, y'all don't even know how not to support a bitch. Y'all don't even know how to not support a bitch. Okay? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You don't even know how to not, girl, talk about a bitch. Okay? Girl, so yeah. It is what it is. Shout out to K Michelle. Shout out to Porsha. Shout out to Angela. Shout out to shout out to Kelli. Shout out to season 17. You know, I don't too much care for Phaedra or Porsha. Phaedra need to go. She ain't doing shit. I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say. Other than that, they can get rid of Phaedra and just bring and go ahead and bring my girl back. I don't care what y'all say. I want my girl back. Drew can go too, because Drew ain't got nothing going on, if y'all gonna be honest. Girl, the girl's not gonna admit it. Drew ain't got nothing going on. Drew ain't got nothing going on. Girl. Drew ain't got nothing going on. The girl's not gonna admit it though. They're not gonna admit it. They will not admit that Drew ain't got nothing going on. The girls who got the most to talk about are the girls. You see, y'all about to get me started again. I need to go. The girls who got the most to talk about are the girls they want off the show. I think that is so weird to me. The girls who have the most to talk about and are being the most vulnerable are the girls who they don't want on the show. You got Shamia, who over there about to lose her mind because if she don't give this nigga a Prince Hakeem, he gonna divorce her and leave her. You got Kelli over there about to lose her mind because the bills is piling high. This nigga ain't shit. Okay? You got K Michelle over there talking about her ass is leaking, baby. She's struggling to have children. Girl, they want her off the motherfucking show. You got Pinky over there, girl. Her husband telling her, girl, I done humbled you, and she going through bankruptcy issues. Y'all want her off the motherfucking show. But Drew is the girl for the season, and she ain't got shit going on. Porsha over here, girl, faking a storyline with this nigga and this other nigga. Y'all be saying some wild shit. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Girl. Ooh, she should have brought both of these. Should have brought both of these niggas on the show, girl, and faking a storyline. Okay. Oh wait! Oh wait! Oh wait! Oh wait! Oh wait! That was funny. Anyway, child. All right. Because I really think that I honestly, girl. See, this is y'all get me started, girl. I gotta go, girl. Because I honestly do believe now that this is what I believe. This is what I believe. I believe that one, Gerald is one of those men who just wants the son. Um, I think that Shamia and Gerald probably had an agreement, even though y'all correct me if I'm wrong, and I know they're going through surrogacy, but girl, I thought the sperm is the one that determined the sex of the child. Hello? But oh, they got a male embryo. Oh, I forgot. Never mind. They have a male embryo. They have a male embryo. Gerald is 64. Girl, that's that bad sperm. Girl, let me shut up, girl. That's that bad girl. Shamil over there, girl. Shamil over girl, let me shut up. No, I'm gonna say it. Shamil over there stressing herself out, girl. Girl, trying to have a baby, putting all these women's life at risk, and girl, you over there trying to have a baby with a nigga with bad sperm. That nigga got that old that nigga got gout, girl. That's that gout sperm. Girl, that's why you girl, let me shut up. Let me shut up. I shouldn't have said girl, that's some shit I need to say on Patreon. He got that gout sperm. He got he got that old man's disease. You over there trying to have this baby with this old ass nigga, stressing yourself out. Stressing you, and ain't nothing wrong with 64, girl, because I'm trying to get to 64 too, girl. I'm trying to get to at least 94. We're gonna be honest. I'm gonna be in good shape. But all I'm saying is, girl, you over there trying to have a baby with this old ass nigga, girl. This nigga with this gout, and girl, and, and Shamia is stressed about that baby because Shamia wants to give him a son. Girl, y'all know I was gonna talk about Deion Sanders. Girl, y'all mentioned you mentioned Karuchi, baby. I swear I had this saved in my phone. Let me show y'all what I had saved in my phone. Girl, look at this. I literally had this saved in my phone, and I was gonna talk about this in Hot Topics. I said, baby, I saw Deion Sanders on a Depends ad, and y'all over there talking about Karuchi hit the jackpot, and this motherfucker walking around here basically with Pampers on. Girl, y'all be happy to have a nigga. Karuchi over there is a whole motherfucking caretaker. Girl, don't let me. Karuchi got her silly ass over there with that old ass man with 8 toes, high blood pressure, pissy, can't hold piss, can't hold water, wearing diapers. Girl, wearing diapers, and y'all talking about she hit the motherfucking jackpot. Girl, the nigga got 8 toes, high blood pressure, girl, glaucemia, girl, halfway blind, girl, eyes turning purple, girl, can't walk, girl, pissy, girl, that girl is a motherfucking that bitch is a caretaker. And now he walking around here with Pampers on. And y'all be online talking about, yay, she looks so happy. She looks so happy. Karuchi got her a grown man. Yeah, a grown ass man who wear diapers and piss on himself. What the fuck? I'm so confused. Yeah, every time I look up the young Sanders is in the hospital for something. Girl, I literally had this saved in my motherfucking phone because I was gonna talk about this in Hot Topics. Girl, I'm on my phone on Twitter. You know how like stuff be popping up? I don't know why the fuck. First of all, I don't know why the fuck this popping up on my motherfucking phone. At one point, I got offended. Why the fuck is it Depends commercial for men popping up on my motherfucking phone? Okay, God, that's the first thing I tried to figure out. Shout out to Karuchi. I ain't doing it. I love an old nigga. Don't get it twisted. And Deion Sanders is fine. But when I find out you only got 8 toes, you can't hold piss, you're pissy, you got prostate. What was it? He had what kind of cancer he had? You gotta go in there and get open heart surgery. Girl, your toes is gone, your fingers is gone, you can't walk, you're wearing diapers. Girl, count me out. I'm not taking care of no old ass nigga, and I'm walking around here, girl, like Karuchi with a flat stomach, a fat ass, girl, cute, girl, in my 30s, and I'm over here being a motherfucking caretaker for a nigga who wear diapers. And then the girls be on the line talking about, yes, Karuchi got her one. Yeah, girl, a patient. Because that's exactly what the fuck he is, a patient. And she's the caretaker. She's a nurse at this point, bitch. And y'all online hyping that shit up. She got her one. Yes, a patient. A patient. That's what she got. A patient. Because she take care of them. Girl, let me get up off of here. Girl, that's how I want to get started. Y'all know I get started. Y'all know how I get. I get started and I can't shut up. And you know he probably over there like, girl, and you know his old ass probably over there like, wait, hold up, baby, hold up. Oh, hold up, baby, hold up. Oh shit. Hold up. Let's change. Okay. Hold on, wait. My leg. Hold my leg. Hold up, my leg. Damn. My leg. Wait. Hold up, baby. Hold up. Okay, get on the other side. Okay, just turn on your side. Turn on your side like this. All right, I got you. Just on the side. Oh, okay, there we go. All right, there we go, baby. Girl, that's the type of nigga that Dion give me. The nigga who catch cramps and shit. Girl, legs start hurting. Girl, wait, oh shit, hold to my leg. Hold up, okay, let's try, just do the other way. Do the other way. Girl. Anyways, let me stop talking about people. Let me stop talking about people, oh messy ass bitch. Okay? You see how I can say I'm messy? I want that nigga Nosh to say he messy too. Okay? You see how I can say I'm messy? I want the girls who messy to just say they messy and stop lying. Nosh, you messy. Girl, you out here doing interviews and shit. Girl, talking about you ain't want to be a part of the mess. I'm only down here because they mention my name. Baby, you have a whole girlfriend. The same way that K Michelle needs to be worried about her goddamn husband, you need to be worried about your girlfriend. I want to know how his girlfriend feels about him out here talking about how he fucked K Michelle and Porsha. You acting like they got on TV and said you was out here girl sucking dick, child. Because that's what Candace said about Michael. Candace got a girl. Now that's a reason to come out the motherfucking bushes, bitch. Girl, when the bitches all getting down the TV talking about you sucking dick. Now, ain't nothing wrong with sucking dick now. Don't ever get it twisted. I'm just saying, that's a reason to come out the bushes. Because Candace said that, girl, I heard while you worried about me, bitch, your husband sucking dick. He paid to suck dick. That's what she said. And you know it was the truth because Ashley was like, oh my God, here you go deflecting. Girl, that's your response? Let me tell you one thing about the 2 things to show. Ain't nothing wrong with being a head doctor, okay? But if I don't know now, bitch, girl, if you sat there in front of their face and told them that their husband sucked dick, and not only do he suck dick, he paid to suck dick, and your response says, you're deflecting. Deflecting? Girl, this woman just said your husband paid to suck dick. And she said her name. And your response is, oh, you're deflecting. Oh, okay, I see where this is going. Because you know he sucked dick. Because you know he sucked dick. Because then he said he wanted to suck Juan's dick. Or he would suck Juan's dick. He said something about Juan's dick. I can't remember. Don't quote me. And we know he been grabbing niggas on their ass in season 1. Let me shut up. Girl, let me shut up. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad to me, honestly. It wasn't that bad for Nosh to come out. And I really do believe that. Nothing was said at the table to the point. Like, Nosh is acting as if he was just not on a motherfucking dating show on Peacock. I don't want you to mention my name. Like he's his private citizen. Y'all get what I'm trying to say? Nigga, you were just on a dating show on Peacock. And your name being mentioned wasn't even on some disrespectful, like, over-the-top shit where you felt the need to, where you should feel the need to come out. Okay, girl. K. Michelle called you her ex. Y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all see what, like, it wasn't that deep. K. Michelle called you her ex. And you felt that was enough for you to come out and start doing interviews. All right, y'all. Baby, you couldn't wait. I can't wait, can't wait, I can't wait, can't wait. Girl, he couldn't wait to come out. He couldn't wait. Anyways, all right, y'all. I'm gone. I'm about to be on a panel next, okay? Talking about he don't want to be in a mess. But you in a mess. I don't give a fuck what he got to say. He can say what he want to say. If he want to come out and tell his story, tell his story. But I'm trying to act like, I just hate when people try to act like they like above the mess or not in the mess. And girl, you ain't above the mess and you in the mess. Y'all get what I'm trying to say? Like, stop trying to act like you above the mess or you don't want to be in the mess when you're literally in the mess. Like, that's my whole thing. You want to be in the mess, nigga. You want to be in the mess. You do. You do. You want to be in the mess. And that's okay. That's okay. Y'all know I love a messy nigga. That's why I go for Peter. That's why I go for Peter. That's why I go for Marceau and Martell. I love a messy nigga. But don't try to act like you're not messy. It's like the men on Married to Medicine. Y'all messy as hell. That's why y'all get y'all own segment at the reunion. Because y'all messy. And that's okay. But don't be trying to act like, I'm a man. I don't really get on. I'm a man. I'm a man. I don't really do all of that. Girl, please. Y'all get y'all whole segment at the reunion every goddamn year. And then not only do y'all get y'all own segment, y'all then still come out and sit behind y'all wives. That's how messy y'all are down to Married to Medicine. Hello? Girl. They ain't bringing y'all out because, girl, y'all ain't messy. They bringing y'all out because y'all are messy. Okay? And that's okay. That's okay. But just live in it, though. That's all I'm saying. And Nosh is not living in his mess. He's not. Nosh is messy. That's why you couldn't wait to tell K. Michelle that you had a friendship with Porsha. And then turn around and say, I don't want to be involved in it. What? This is a woman show. What? Nigga, you got involved when K. Michelle called you and instead of telling her, I don't know, not even just answering the phone, you answered the phone and talked to her and then told her you had a friendship with Porsha. You wanted to help her out. Just in case it was a plot. You got K. Michelle calling you to try to figure out some shit and possibly girl end up getting some dirt on Porsha possibly. You got Porsha possibly calling you trying to plot and plan to get you to come on the show. Girl, everybody plotting and planning. Girl, everybody trying to plot and plan and get ahead of the story. That's what everybody doing. Everybody plotting and planning. Mm-hmm. That's what everybody doing. Whew. Girl, that man, let me, I almost said, never mind. That was going to be the wrong thing to say. He's a nice looking man, though. I'm not going to lie. He's a nice looking man. I was like, oh, he's nice looking. He's nice looking, but that ain't got shit to do with nothing to me. He's nice looking, but baby, you messy. He's messy. He's very messy. And I don't want anyone to think what I'm trying to say is he can't come out and speak his truth. He can come out and speak his truth, but when you really think about the reason why you're coming out, it's like, girl, it wasn't even necessary. You met a woman that was a famous woman on a dating show that's on Peacock, that is a part of NBC Universal, and then you pick the most famous woman to continue to have a relationship with outside of the show. Y'all dated, fucked, girl, whatever y'all did. You see what I'm saying? And what she said was that you were her ex. That is not enough, in my opinion, to feel like you need to come out and start doing interviews. And then you get on the interview and say that Porsha called you and threw out there about you possibly coming on the show because they were trying to make her look like a hoe. But then in the message to, what's her name, Machillin, you tried to make it seem as though K Michelle was just this Delulu woman who was making something up in her head. Did you tell Kay that Porsha wanted to go public? And Porsha said, why do I always end up talking to somebody's ex? Because that's what she said you told her. Again, Delulu, that's not how it went. Girl, that's basically how it went, sister. You see what I'm saying? You're trying to make it seem she ran with that story in her head. No, she did not. You just got in an interview and told this lady that Porsha called you because they were trying to make her look like a hoe. And she wanted to basically put a microphone on your motherfucking back and bring you down to the show. So why are you trying to make it seem as though K Michelle is the Lulu person who made this shit up when you just basically said it? Y'all get what I'm saying? The girls get what I'm saying. They don't want to admit it though. They don't want to admit it. They get what the fuck I'm saying. He's enough. It really wasn't, like, to me, the only thing that he really said that really just, I felt like him coming out saying that he wasn't her ex. I'm like, okay. Like I said, I don't think he's lying. Let me be very clear. Y'all know I'm Team K Michelle. I don't think he's lying. I could see in K Michelle's head how she was processing it like that's my nigga. But I could see how because that's what niggas do though. I could see how he could look at it like that ain't my bitch. So I could see that. But I still don't think that's enough to just come out and feel like you need to do interviews. Because it's not like she said something negative. Y'all dated. Y'all was fucking. You met her on a game show. Y'all continued to have a relationship after the game show. Okay, maybe you were not technically her ex, but let's not act like you wasn't dealing with the lady to some capacity. Y'all get what I'm trying to say? Like, you're coming out as if you didn't have no dealings with this lady. And you're trying to paint her as this crazy bitch. When you met her on the show, continued the relationship after the show. Y'all did everything except just put a title for what he said on the relationship. That does not make her crazy. It don't. I could see if he did not know this lady and she was walking around here saying, "That's my husband." And he like, "I ain't never met that lady a day in my life. I don't know who this is talking about that I'm her husband. I'm in a whole relationship with a woman," because he said he has a girlfriend. I'm in a relationship with a woman. Why is this woman walking around here saying that that I was in a relationship with her, or I'm in a relationship with her, or she just talked to me the other day, or she talked to me, or whatever? Like, I could get some stuff. But you know K. Michelle. Y'all were in a relationship. Y'all were having sex. Y'all were hanging out. Y'all were doing everything that people do in relationships, except you did not have a title to the relationship. But that does not mean that you don't know that lady past a certain capacity, bitch. You at her house, putting your feet on her counter. Like, baby, you were comfortable around this woman. I do believe that, though. She got married so she could say I'm a real housewife on the show. I do believe that. I do. I do believe K. Michelle ran and got married just so she could say she's a real housewife. I do believe that. And that's my girl. But I do believe K. Michelle did run and get married to say that. But K. Michelle, no shade to K, girl. And girl, she see this, I hope she ain't mad. But girl, K. Michelle is a pick me. Girl, K. Michelle is a pick me to me. She really is. She's a pick me and she's male identified. One of the things that I've always hated about K. Michelle is her thirstiness for a man. I ain't never liked that. I've never liked that about K. Michelle. She's a pick me and she's male identified. She want a nigga. She want a man at all costs. Mm-hmm. She is. I told y'all the story. Once I was so pissed off. This is when I knew that K. Michelle will put a nigga before anything. I have been a fan of K. Michelle's for a very long time. I went to Black Pride in Atlanta because K. Michelle was supposed to be performing at the club. I still remember this. Me and my best friend went to Atlanta. I love K. Michelle. And I think this was around BSOP, I believe. I can't remember. I think it was around BSOP. K. Michelle was supposed to be coming to the club. Bitch, we at the club, bitch. I'm excited because this is my girl, baby. I love K. Okay. Baby, we in the club, drunk as fuck. Baby, we look up, the lights start coming on. And I'm confused. Why the lights coming on? Baby, they didn't announce nothing. They just turned the lights on and said the party is over. Baby, where's K. Michelle? So come to find out, they said that I think it was her grandfather. It was one of her family members had died, and that's why she couldn't make it. I said, oh my God. I felt bad. I'm telling y'all. I don't know if it was the next day or the day after. Remember she was dating that basketball player? It was a basketball player. All I remember is I looked up and K. Michelle was at the club celebrating his birthday. And I said, wait a fucking minute. Y'all told us that K. Michelle had a family member that had just died, and that's why she couldn't come to the motherfucking club to perform for her fans. But baby, I look up and she's at the motherfucking club with this nickel. That's my girl. But ever since then, I've been looking at her sideways. This ain't no fake story. I don't lie on people. I'm telling y'all, this is what happened. This is what we was told. We were told that someone in K. Michelle's family had passed away. That's why she couldn't make it to the club. She was dating that basketball player. I think his name was Lance or something. I can't remember. She was dating somebody at the time. All I know is I looked up and the bitch was at the club celebrating his birthday. And ever since then, I've been looking at her sideways. But that's still my girl, though. That's still my girl, though. But I've been looking at that bitch sideways ever since. Okay. K. Michelle has the Summer Walker syndrome. She do. She do. But yo, that's my girl. But yo, she had me fucked up. I was pissed. When I was pissed about K. Michelle not coming to that club. Like, I was pissed about K. Michelle not coming to that club. Girl, when I was livid. Girl. And especially when I saw her at the club with that motherfucking nigga. Bitch. Yeah, but anyways, child. Anyway, shout out to Kimberly, girl. I feel like, girl, honestly, girl, can I say something that's probably gonna shock y'all a little bit? Girl, I don't know, but we're gonna wait to see. But girl, I feel like, girl, I feel like when it's season 17, mid-season trailer drop tomorrow, I think a lot of the girls gonna be gooped and gagged. Girl, I don't think I'm gonna be one of them. Girl, I really think I think that K. Michelle gonna come out on top, and the girls gonna be down here. Girl gonna be issuing out apologies, and I'm gonna be down here like I told you so. Yeah. I really think that the girls are about to be gooped and gagged with this mid-season trailer, baby. I think the girls are about to be gooped and gagged down to the Bravo, baby. I really do. Now, if not, I will say this. Trailers don't mean anything. Because, girl, they can edit stuff the way they want to edit stuff. So, girl, the stuff they show us might not even be in the trailer. It might even happen the way that, we think it's going to happen. I remember RHOP's second half trailer I thought was everything. And to me, the second half of RHOP just was kind of like, the trailer, they made it like that second part was going to be exceptional. And then as I'm watching the show, I'm just like, oh, girl, this ain't really... This is not living up to the trailer. You know what I'm saying? So it could be one of those moments, but I do believe that the second half is going to be good. And I think that, girl, we are going to be in for a shock. And I think that K. Michelle might just come out on top. You want to be on top? And I think the girl's going to be down here apologizing. And I'm going to be down here like I told y'all so. Girl, get off my motherfucking phone. But if not, I'm going to be down here like, ooh, girl, K. Ooh, K, girl. I don't know what happened, girl. I don't know what happened, sister. It ain't looking too good, sister. Oh, baby. I saw distance. I saw distance of myself. I don't know that lady. I was talking bitch. One thing about it took this show, baby. The people who've been rocking with me for a long time, I will hop off the motherfucking boat in a heartbeat, baby. Girl, one thing about it, I'm not going down. I'm not going down. Look, the girl defending nobody looking like a fool, baby. I will hop off the boat in a heartbeat. Girl, baby, be like, girl, I don't know, girl. Oh, baby, you on your own, sister. Okay, and that's exactly what's gonna happen. Baby, you are on your own, sister. I ain't got nothing to say, baby. I don't know what was going on. Anyways, shout out to RHOA season 17. I can't wait for the trailer tomorrow. All right, y'all. I'm gone. I had fun. I ran my mouth longer, of course, than what I really wanted to do. But girl, it is what it is, child. I love talking to y'all. Y'all have a good night. Okay. You went down with Kenya, baby. Baby, I went down with Kenya, but I came back and I said, girl, girl, I went down with Kenya based off of Kenya's history. But when I saw things starting to look a certain way, I said, oh, oh. I was down here with glasses. I was down here with sunglasses on because I was a tad bit embarrassed. And I had to apologize to the people. Girl, I had to come down here and apologize to my people. They remember. Do y'all remember when I came here and apologized to y'all? I said, God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just want I just need to say something to y'all. I just need to apologize because, you know, I was down here saying that, you know, she didn't hold up a poster of nobody sucking dick. And but, you know, she did. Yeah, I don't know what happened. So yeah, I'm sorry. And, I just didn't think that she had did it. But she did. She did it. Oh, damn! Bitch, oh, wait. Girl came down here real witness, okay? Came down here real witness protection fish like the girls who, the girls who was here, the girls know. Girl, I came down here wrapped up in a scarf, sunglasses on, girl, turtleneck. Girl, I was embarrassed. I said, oh, God, my girl didn't embarrass me, child. Oh. Oh, no, Kenya. Girl, she showed a picture. She showed a poster board of somebody sucking dick. It don't even matter. It's over. It's over. The spot is closed. Girl, the spot is closed. Girl, if you ever open up this spot again, please just let it be a place of business. Okay? Hair business. Okay? Anyways, chat, I'm gone. I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good night. Bye, y'all.